It's the Bob and Tom Show. Want to take the expressway from Ohio to Iowa? Then I'm gonna ride the road from Iowa to Idaho. Wish they build a highway from Idaho to Hawaii. Oh, I know that you can fly, but I'd rather drive on the Ohio, Idaho, Hawaii highway. That's the Ohio, Hawaii highway. It's the Ohio, Idaho, Hawaii highway. I'm gonna buy me some pineapples when I'm in Hawaii, and a pound of pie apples when I pass through Idaho. Then I'll get an apple pie when I am in Iowa, and a pallet of thermometers at the Costco in Ohio. Have some pineapple, pie apples, apple pie, and a pallet of thermometers on the Ohio, Idaho, Hawaii highway. That's the Ohio, Idaho, Hawaii highway. Everybody! It's the Ohio, Idaho, Hawaii highway. When I go to the dentist and he puts my gums to sleep, I can't feel my tongue and teeth, and my lips feel like a piece of meat. When he's firing up his drill bit and I'm drowning in my own spit, I like to sing along with the hits like the Ohio, Idaho, Hawaii highway. It's the Ohio, Idaho, Hawaii highway. It's the Ohio, Idaho, Hawaii highway. That's the end of the song.
Well, go ahead, say it. The genius.
The genius of Haywood Banks.
There you go. Especially that part. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room. Hey, Chick. There's Josh Arnold. Chickster. Ace Cosby's here. Hey. I'm Chick McGee on the live. Thanks, everybody, for worried about me. There's Tom Griswold.
Hey.
Hello, Tom.
How's it going? You're back on your feet. It's good to see you. Good to see anybody.
Yeah, good to see anybody, yeah. Considering, what is it?
The world's freezing.
How does NBC like to do it on their news? Although that's the one I watch. Maybe they do it on other newscasts. 38 million people they always put up millions of people connected with whatever story they're doing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
38 million people.
100 million people affected by the cold.
By the cold.
It's cold when the NFL actually moves a game.
It was crazy, the video from the Bills Stadium. It looked like whatever's the coldest, North or South Pole. I would think the North Pole's the coldest, but I think
it's the South Pole.
Is the South Pole the coldest? Yeah, that's
where the penguins are?
Yep.
I don't know where the penguins are. Penguins are at the zoo, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Penguins are at the south.
All right, okay. I can never get that straight. And the camels are at the north, right?
Mm-hmm. Camels, yeah.
Okay, got that. Okay,
that is good.
Eaten by polar bears.
We'll have some NFL updates. How did you do in the shoe-in?
1-3 on the shoe-in. Kind of yacked it up. Yeah, I had the Cowboys covering, and I had the Lions covering. Not nearly enough points in either one of those. I got the Chiefs. That was the only thing so far, pending tonight's 2 games.
So you have an opportunity tonight to double, triple, or quadruple any of those bets.
Yeah, there's certainly that opportunity. Yeah.
All right.
I'm trying not to. Never mind. Okay.
And let's see now. The Bills game moved to today.
4:30 Eastern. Yes.
And then this evening it'll be at Tampa, right?
Right. Eagles at Tampa, yes.
Okay. And have you picked those already?
Yeah, I think I have. I like Tampa Bay. for the Eagles, and I like the Bills to cover the -10. There you go.
Wow. -10.
Yeah, it's a big number, right? Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll review.
Tell the Packers that. Yeah,
we'll review
Yeah.
all of those things.
Isn't your what are we calling him? Honey Bunny?
My husband?
The F Buddy. What is he?
My husband?
FB.
Oh, yes, big Packer fan.
Riding
Wore
that-
his Ice Bowl sweatshirt last night.
Riding that D.
Yeah, whatever. Big game for him. He's very
Actually,
excited.
that happened on the NFL Network over the weekend. You know how they have the former players come in and they talk about Maurice Jones-Drew, former running back in the NFL, was being asked about the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is the best defense, arguably, the Chiefs have had in quite a while since Patrick Mahomes has been the quarterback. And the announcer, I think his name is Chris Rose, asked him, quote, on the air, this is far and away the best defense Patrick Mahomes has had. And he looked at Maurice Jones-Drew and said, is it possible that they can ride that D? And then he goes, there was silence. He goes, the defense is what,
Yeah.
yeah. Boy, that's a good, riding that D.
Riding that D.
High on orgasms, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
It's not a bad thing to be high on.
Okay.
All that dopamine.
Yeah.
Coming up, we have fascinating things in the news. That we got beavers, we got clocks, we got flying sex toys. We've got Monopoly.
Would you go help shovel your team out of their stadium? Help shovel the snow?
Nope.
Yeah, turns out the Bills fans wouldn't much either, actually.
Well, it was freezing, and that's a lot of snow.
85 people showed up.
What are they paying?
$20 an hour and free food during the game, I guess, or something like that.
There's a video.
But it was snowing too hard for them.
And there's a video of a guy sliding down the steps.
With no shirt on. I saw that.
Well,
What do you mean, well?
That was the most motherly thing I've heard today.
Yeah.
Yes.
No shirt
no
on, mister.
Shirt.
Mister.
What's he thinking? He's
Where
going to
is your
catch a
jacket?
cold.
this is the place where they destroy tables and
Go ahead.
before the game.
Weren't there guys
They do
not
the
wearing
famous-
shirts at the Kansas City game, too?
Say it.
Probably.
Yes.
Air temperature is 4 degrees.
Yeah.
4 degrees below.
Yeah, bet they were mostly drunk. Just saying.
It doesn't keep you from getting sick.
You don't see people walking out of an AA meeting going, I'm going to take my shirt off and go slide down.
Sitting there in the living room, it didn't look like it was cold to me. I don't know. That was just me.
Okay. All right.
Just
well,
me.
Did you walk your dogs at all?
Yeah, I went out in the backyard with them. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They don't want to be outside either. I don't
No.
blame them. Hell no. They're like, did you have something to do with this temperature out here, out of doors?
I think my little one goes out every 2 hours, just a little bit, and then comes in. Doesn't get a complete.
A full voiding?
Yes. She don't want to be out there.
Well, the good news is it freezes before it hits the ground, so it's easy to pick up.
Yeah.
Can
Oh,
you
that's right.
imagine
You have to walk your dogs. I forgot.
getting up in the middle of the night and have to go outside to take a piss?
If we had to do
We
that.
had to do that.
Yeah. You
Not
hold
only
it
that, we had
too.
to ask somebody to open the door for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, by doing this.
I hate to wake you up. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, can you imagine having an outhouse? And
Although it would be fun to have, in this world, I do see people-sized dogs walking us. I don't see actual people. I don't see us as dogs. I see them as
Right.
people-sized
Sure.
dogs. Yeah.
Now, what have you got coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have a whole bunch of great things. We have tobogganing being banned in Toronto.
Uh-oh.
We have a pet hamster stripper.
I tell you, I take a look at that.
Taxidermy?
Naked hamsters. Yeah. It's hot. Hot.
This one's
I
dead,
don't
dead,
wanna judge.
dead.
Dead is a taxidermied one. And swearing apparently is becoming more and more acceptable.
Damn.
How do you feel about that?
I mean,
oh,
no,
Yeah.
sure.
Has the S word snuck in on primetime, what we
No.
would call a regular television?
I don't think
Tape,
so.
no.
think
ABC,
so.
CBS,
It slips
NBC.
through on live stuff occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, these standards are vague and
That's got to be okay, though, right?
not
You
really.
say it? Really? Okay. I don't mean us, but
There's complicated regulations involving the airwaves and after 10 o'clock, et cetera, et cetera. But that's all screwed up because of Central Time and the shows being shown earlier and blah, 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 blah. Nothing like a good curse word. We'll find out about that coming up. Also, Mr. Godwin, you going to get a song out of you anytime soon?
And sure. Anytime soon. We just started.
Don't you have a New Year's tribute?
Anytime soon.
Anytime soon.
We
New
just
Year's.
started,
Why,
Tom.
the show has just begun. Yeah, I do. Little New Year's resolution song.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll look forward to that in a few
All
minutes.
right.
Also, the Ace Cosby joke of the day on the way.
And I have a question. I have a philosophical question. You don't have to answer it now. But do you think more people are happy that the Cowboys lost, or more people are sad that the Cowboys lost? What do you think?
There are a lot of Cowboys fans.
There are a lot of Cowboys fans.
A lot of Cowboy haters,
but
too.
a lot of Cowboy haters.
And also, I think Green Bay is one of the classic teams.
Yeah.
One
They're
of the
like
originals.
they're like 1-10. Cowboys are 1-10 against Green Bay. They've had that stat last night.
Really?
That's unbelievable, right?
So, yeah, I think more people are probably happy.
Do you remember watching the Ice Bowl? That's the coldest. It was like
67.
13 below or something like that. That's the one where Bart Starr, the quarterback sneak with Jared Kramer, Jethro Pugh, the Cowboys. No?
No.
Don't remember that?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Do you know?
Where were you in 67?
Living my life, not watching something dumb, Ice Bowl.
Even
I
then.
thought he was in Ottawa dodging the draft.
Now, son, we're going to set you up
What year?
for
67.
67.
Yeah, I was in sixth
Was that
grade.
colder than the Chargers-Bengals game?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
I remember plainly the Chargers-Bengals game. Yeah. The rumor there was the Bengals, it was at Riverfront Stadium then, they would open the door when the San Diego had the ball so the wind would go in. And everybody denied it, but it happened. Yeah.
Has somebody checked on Jerry Jones today?
He's floored. Oh, hang on a second.
Yeah, I bet.
Hey, Jerry, your Cowboys lost. You okay?
On a personal basis, I'm floored.
He's floored.
Oh,
He's floored. On a personal
He-
basis, I'm floored. One more time.
What does that
Jerry.
even mean?
He's floored? You
It
know what
means it-
floored means.
yeah, it
I'm
means he
floored.
couldn't
On a
believe
person, an
it.
idiot.
No, on a personal basis, as opposed to what? On a
Yeah,
As
I
a-
mean, that's unnecessary.
So-
Why are you being this way today? Is it because I'm back and I'm
Oh,
I'm
no.
trying to be happy?
He was this way last week.
oh yeah. Don't kid
What does
yourself.
that mean on a personal basis? I can't imagine a person on TV not saying on a personal basis. They say it all the time.
what does it mean?
And this is how he
floored, yeah.
feels. He's not speaking for the team.
You're
Obviously.
trying to read
I'm not-
something into this that's not there.
I'm a little bit of a snob with Tom on this one.
It's a
When
bad
somebody
thing.
goes, I personally. Well, when you said I thought maybe it would be personal.
Yeah, I thought maybe you meant me. When you said, yeah, I set myself on fire. I
Boy,
thought you were
aren't
talking about my foot.
Aren't you two just perfect? Aren't you?
Oh, we're pricks.
Oh, yeah. King and Prince of the Pricks. Oh, wait a minute. Here he is. He's very surprised.
This is one of my most surprises since I've been involved in
Hey, shut up.
It's one of his
See,
most.
if you keep laughing, I'm going to play it again.
One of my most surprises.
One of my most surprised.
One of my most.
How did he get so rich? It certainly wasn't parsing sentence.
Don't pick on him. Now listen.
No,
He's
I
going
found-
to.
All right, let's listen.
He's going to
He's
make a
100.
sentence now. Come on.
Yeah.
This is one of my most surprises.
No, I'm fine with that. That's correct to me.
In sport, period.
Boy, that really
my most
hits the old ear wrong, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Boy, it's one of my most surprises.
What's that, Jerry?
It's one of my most.
You know, when he was on the Cowboys were on Hard Knocks, he kept saying, "We're going for that bunghole. We're going for that." For the Super Bowl, he kept saying bunghole. And evidently, that's a term from the oil business that they use. And the bunghole is where
Well, the bunghole is part
the
of a
sweet hole
part,
where the
part
oil
of a
is.
barrel.
I'm just telling you what it is in the oil industry.
I mean, a barrel. A bunghole involves a barrel, or in our case, it involves a sportscaster.
I don't.
Now we're going to.
How is this my? How is the
Yeah, poor
I don't
chick. He just reports what's going on.
Bruce Bochy? I know. I know.
Also coming up, snakes in your underwear, and my favorite story today involves analog clocks and an unusual experience I had playing Uno over the weekend.
Oh, really?
Uno.
Wow.
Now, what is that?
I don't know.
Uno. What
I'm
is
most
that?
surprised.
Is this
by
the
that.
first time you've ever played Uno?
I hate
Won what?
As you know, I hate playing cards. My 7-year-old daughter likes to play Unos.
All kids love to play Uno.
It's fun.
I have Uno Slap. Do you have that one?
Did you get to hit somebody?
Yeah. You get to hit the game board. It's not. You don't
Oh,
hit
well,
somebody.
you'll have to
but-
tell me about it in a
Have you
minute.
ever started a crying fight with a family from a board game? We haven't lived, Tom. Oh, yeah.
Right now, I am.
I hate you.
I'm on a mission right now. I am on a mission to get a thank you. That's right. I'm prepared. And I will say in advance, you're welcome. You're going to thank me because I turned you on to two things. Malibu Pink and beautiful 24-karat gold-dipped roses because, fellas, I can take care of all of your Valentine's Day problems right this second. What you do is you go to IHateStevenSinger.com, and you can check this one off of your list. Just pull over right now, get this done. IHateStevenSinger.com. What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about those real roses. 24-karat gold dipped, however. That changes them just slightly. Plus, an artisan has painted them whatever color you want. This year, the big color is this Malibu pink in honor of Barbie, et cetera, et cetera. Steven Singer Jewelers, only place you'll find them. And you don't just get some rose in a bag. You've got to schlep around and get all organized. Nope. You get a personalized Valentine's Day card, a free lifetime guarantee, free shipping, and it arrives in a signature gift box. You don't have to do much here. It's just done. It's a done deal. They start at just $59. Happy Valentine's Day. Get ready. Get set. Go. You are done for Valentine's Day. IHateStevenSinger.com. While you're there, of course, nothing looks better than a rose with a bracelet dangling from it. Just trust me on this one, fellas. I can cover it for you. IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Get it in before 2 o'clock on any given day. It'll ship out that day. That's how great it is at IHateStevenSinger.com. The Malibu Pink 24-karat gold-dipped rose this year. Coming up, you know those silly signs on the highway?
Yeah.
Driving down the road and you see, oh, there's someone that works at the highway department that's got a pretty funny idea. Hocus pocus, drive with focus. Get it? Well, those are going to be a thing of the past pretty soon. You'll find out why. The humorless folks, the highway department, don't want you to even pay attention anymore. We'll be right back. We got beavers in the news, too. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Good morning, sunshine.
We have my favorite former lumberjack is in the studio. He is comedian Greg Hahn.
Hey, all right. Thanks for having me here. Hey, chick, we're going to Vegas.
We're going to Vegas. We're going to get a glass of crazy, and we're going to Vegas.
Little blackjack?
Yeah.
Blackjack.
Hit me.
I don't know how to play it, just like yelling, hit me.
Hit me.
19, hit me.
Hit me.
27, keep hit me. Take the $700. What is this, a free rum and coke? How do you guys stay in business? And I throw the dice. That's what I do.
Hit me.
I bring my own dice. I throw them anywhere I want.
Greg Hahn is here with us.
High-limit restrooms.
Oh, Greg is one of my favorite people. Now, before we get to the action, you've never met Jessica before.
Hi, Jessica.
Isn't she pretty?
Greg.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice blue eyes.
10.
Now, let's. Like you look a little bit different. You've
What's
got
going
kind
on
of.
with me?
We have kind of a lumberjack shirt on that I like very much.
It's a summer theme. It is. It's very
plaid,
nice.
yes,
thanks,
very
Josh.
nice.
Josh, madman. Is that right?
Now, your hair looks.
Shows, yeah, what's going on with this?
Your hair looks a little different. What
I'm
is
wearing
it?
a mood wig.
Oh,
Mood
okay,
wig.
nice.
Oh,
No, you got a nice set of hair up there.
thanks.
What color's your hair today?
It's a new shade of fake. Bullseye maple. Witness protection 22. Bozo 6. Yeah.
It's a new shade of fake.
Yeah, a little chocolate thunder.
Yeah.
What was it, Bozo 6? What'd you say?
Yeah. Bozo 9.
Bozo 6.
Yeah.
I like the mood wig. That would be funny.
It's darker than normal.
It is?
Yeah, you don't
It
stick
is.
with the same fake color?
No, I don't know. I glance at it.
You just get what's on sale? What is that? Looks like you're doing Elvis just before the end.
Oh, it does not.
A little Steven Seagal. Yeah.
Not that dark.
Well, it's good to see you, Greg. I got a story for you.
Oh.
Now, I happen to know a couple things about you. Marine Corps, you were exiled as what?
Captain by the time I got. Man, I was
Captain?
lucky to be in the Marine. Marines are so great.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you learn stuff. Like now, if I'm on a bad date, I just call it an airstrike on my own position.
But I happen to know that you have a couple of hobbies. You're a drummer.
Yeah, I like the drums.
You like to play the drums. As you say, bringing the thunder, I believe.
Right, that's with the double pedal.
Sure.
For
You
drummers,
have the condo.
know that.
You
Double
have the,
bass drum.
You have the uptown condo. It's
Well, my
very nice.
condo is very, I designed it myself. A lot of ladies don't realize a single man designed my condo. Like the ping pong table faces the drum set. Feng shui!
Greg, how's your dating life?
Are you kidding me? It's the best. I don't mind being exclusive as long as I can date a few other girls.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I like to get down on one knee. You know what I mean? I say, would you like to be worked into the rotation? Thank you. No, I'm dating a beautiful girl. She's lovely. She's from the Appalachian Mountains.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a professional clogger. Okay. Not a toilet she can't clog. Come on, everybody. Get jokes in here.
Wake up, people.
Well, that went from bad to worse very quickly.
You using the dating apps, Josh?
I'm not, no.
Come on, get in there.
They work.
It's a good time. They do. For me, it's a bloodbath.
Oh, really?
In prison, yes. I approve everybody. You know what I mean? Prosthetic head, yes. Dude in wig, close enough. Nothing.
They don't hit you back.
Bloodbath.
Like them all.
I like Josh's answer. They work. You don't want to date.
I'm not ready.
And there's somebody in your house.
Yeah.
Who wants that?
Square, I want to go ahead and tell Jessica how it works.
How does it work?
Hey, let me tell you something, Jessica. You play hard to get. I play gone for life. I got stuff with that cold shoulder. It's called scorched earth.
He's right.
I say
That's the way he does it.
I stayed with this girl. I say, you want to go to dinner? She said, I'll let you know a little later. So I'll let you know right now. I already ate.
What a catch you are.
You don't like girls to play hard to get?
No, I don't tolerate it.
You don't tolerate it at all.
I'm out.
And now, what's your day like? You wake up. You wake up at your.
That's a great question. What is your day like?
You wake up at your.
Compound, your home.
Well, no, you live in a condo, right?
Yeah, I got the condo. I got the drum set. I got the ping pong table. The whole thing. I got the bird feeder. You want to go 4 to 1, sugar to water?
Oh, you have hummingbirds.
Water to sugar?
Yes,
yeah,
hummingbirds.
Sit out there for about 3-4 hours.
Watch the hummingbirds.
Do you have a lot of furniture in your place?
Not a lot of furniture. As a matter of fact, I'm going to change things around now.
Oh.
And I'm wondering, do I want to get like a full-blown, unapologetic orange shag carpet?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, that answers that.
Okay, good.
Well,
You
your
have a-
condo's tastefully decorated.
Not
isn't
really.
it?
It's solid colors. It looks crazy.
Oh.
It's it's pretty. It's clean. It's
Okay.
bright.
You
But I
keep
might rip the
things
carpet
clean?
out. Yeah, I keep things clean.
So you wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and say,
What am I? Okay, right. I compare myself to other guys. Serious guys. They have wives, kids, and whatnot. I look at myself. What are you? Some kind of genius? How's that bit go? I can't remember my bits. I got to be doing the bit to remember it.
You wake up every day and you go work out.
I walk around. I drink a little coffee, walk around. You know what I do on a show day is I hold perfectly still. I put the air conditioner on frostbite. I don't move. I never bring a date because I can't waste energy during the day. I got to go bananas at night. You know what I mean? But if you bring a date somewhere, you're playing a comedy club. She's like, let's go to a water park or something. I got to explain to her, I am the water park at 8 o'clock tonight. Hold still. Be quiet. AC back down to 61.
One.
Okay.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. NFL playoff hangover. 2 more games today, by gosh.
What'd you do yesterday?
I sat there and watched the game. Well, 4 o'clock I did.
Oh, there was another game.
2 games yesterday.
Oh, okay.
4:30 and
My bad.
8:15.
I knew they moved the one, and I just went, oh, what are people going to do with no football? That's how much attention I'm paying to this whole.
They played a game from 2 years ago.
Oh, they did on the
They
channel.
did?
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kansas City game.
I forget what. Yeah, they.
Really?
Kansas City, Cincinnati.
NFL Network does that all the time. Like in the offseason, they'll play an old game.
Okay.
Did you see the commercials for the UFL? The United Football League? Boy, that looks exciting.
March 30th,
Here we go.
Oh, boy.
Yep, there you go. Ace is your man.
Birmingham versus Arlington,
What a matchup.
Arlington, Virginia, or Texas?
Texas.
Okay. It's a fair question.
Absolutely it is. But my point is, if you have a league of teams and you have to... New York City? Well, yeah, the Jets. New York? No, New York, Alabama. That's our newest franchise. We're pretty proud of it.
They haven't announced all the teams, but the
Oh, well, that sounds on the up and up.
USFL champion Birmingham Stallions will take on Arlington from the XFL.
Okay.
Boy, I can't wait to not watch that. Man,
All right.
man, that's going to be exciting.
Let's see now. We have some interesting things about people that are chilly. Break out the fur-lined jock straps and the polar Kotex.
What?
I'm not sure what that means.
Polar Kotex.
Christy, you want to help me with that?
I have no
I don't
idea.
think he knows how.
Thank you, Sam.
Are Kotex insertable or are they the pads?
They're the pads.
They make both.
Well, they
probably.
make both, but most people, if you say
You know what?
Kotex, they think
I
pads.
stand corrected. A fur-lined pad does sound warm.
I
Yes,
bet it
it
is.
does.
Yeah, of course.
Wouldn't be very effective.
Until it gets wet.
Yeah.
Absorbency would be a problem.
Right.
Yeah. But
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to brag about Willie G and Greg Hahn, writes Kelly. Had the greatest evening at One Night Stand Saturday. They had my cheeks hurting and my eyes watering from their hilarious performances. Well,
Nice.
Thank you very much.
great name for a club.
One Night Stand.
Except that it's 2 nights. So it should be 2 nights.
Hey, yeah, Prince Prick talking over there.
It can't be called one night stands if it's more than one night.
What should it be called? 2 night stands?
That's exactly right.
Okay.
You know, if at any point today, when you're making a point, you close your eyes and raise your eyebrows. That's the prick test.
Yeah,
well, you have to know that.
Absolutely.
You know,
I had a question the other day, which you missed, Chick. At what level does a restaurant, when someone drops a tray of glassware or something, at what level do people not clap?
I don't think I've ever clapped.
Yeah, I think it's just a high school.
So
thing, right?
at a Chili's, you're probably going to get some claps.
Yeah.
At a Ruth's Chris, are you going to get claps?
Yeah, at a fancy
doubt it.
place with linens and
Usually
silverware.
I just feel bad for the person. I'm like, oh.
Well, you're a decent human being.
that's what she likes to present.
right. To hide the inner.
Yeah.
That's
Joe
right, I'm an
writes-
inner devil.
Joe writes, in boot camp in the chow line, if a recruit dropped a cup, everyone yelled, "Grenade!"
Oh, man.
What about just put that anywhere? That's a classic.
Yeah.
Right? Grenade?
Hey, look, I'm just reading
Lord,
the mail.
that could be true. What if they did that when they were testing the bomb? I guess one went off.
Oh, that'd be so funny. A cut scene from Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Boom.
You'll put that anywhere, pal.
Yes.
Let's see now, Dear Bob and Tom Show. As I write this, I'm in a bathtub listening to Bob and Tom on the radio.
Oh, it's warm at least.
Boy or girl?
I hope this is a positive.
I didn't know until just now. I looked up. It's from Ron.
Oh, hi, Ron.
Ronnie?
I was hoping it was.
All right. I have to change my fantasy if you're a boy
yeah.
or girl. Hang on. Okay, I'm with you.
Over the last 2 days, I have completely cleared the walk and driveway of snow, heavy, wet snow.
Yes, I'm America's hero.
The only thing that got me through was listening to your show on my Raycon earbuds. Oh, thank you very much.
Nice.
I take it
this
all back.
Bathtub. Well, thank you very much.
Nice.
Nice little request here. We'll squeeze this on for you, Ron, coming up in just a few minutes.
Remember when you were a kid, you were outside, it was snowing, and you went inside, and your hands were stinging because it was still from cold. Man, remember those days?
And then you got into a hot bath.
Not
Mom made hot
in
chocolate.
Yes.
40 years.
Dad
No,
didn't
thank
Dad
you.
beat you?
Yeah.
What?
That was my job.
For tracking in snow.
Yeah.
You still, when you're out skiing with the Wentworths and the Gettys or whoever.
Oh, yeah. Your Gottliebs.
Yeah, and the Got Rocks and the. Do you come into the hotel and you're there at the après ski or whatever they call that?
Yes.
You're having apps. Do you have to have a stinging hands like you've been out cold and stuff like that? Is that
might.
a cool feeling? Yeah.
Warm them by the fire.
Jesus, I didn't mean to bother you, Tom.
Well, no,
God.
Isn't the ski lounge a mess, like with snow and dirt?
Usually you're so tired to sit down. And the removal of ski boots is rather difficult.
I'll bet.
They're very uncomfortable.
Well,
and
don't they have a
awkward.
station? It seems to me like they would have a station for your ski boot removal.
There's a station, of course.
There's a bench, typically.
Vestibule over there.
What? But where is where is the boy that helps me with my boot?
Right. Oh, boot man.
Where's my boot boy?
Boot boy.
Boot boy.
You have to admit, boots have come a long way from
They're
when
still-
those ski boots in regular. Remember when you were a kid and you had the rubber boots with the metal clasps
Tom.
that would clip?
Once you have, we do have a foremost authority on ski boots in the studio. It's Josh Arnold. You're a.
Would you like to know about ski boots?
Yes.
Ski boots.
I can tell you anything you need to know about ski boots.
Number one ski boot brand is.
Heffenpfizer, of course.
Oh, really?
European brand. I would tell you more about it, but none of you could afford it.
Is there a number one? I know you like Spida. I like Spida. I like the Spida jackets.
What is the number one
I
equipment
have
now?
no idea.
Do you
What is
just
it?
rent?
Rossignol? Is that still out there?
Rossignol's a ski.
Is that still
I
out
think
there?
and a boot, actually.
What is it?
Rossignol.
And a boot. Okay.
There's a lot of European stuff. It's all very good.
I have the best ski jacket in the world. I love my
Got a
ski.
Bogner?
It's the best.
Weren't you gifted that?
I was.
The classics. Now, we need to.
You're
push
nothing
forward.
but an adult hobo, aren't you?
Pretty much.
You just walk around with a garbage bag. Just fill this up.
I'll take your unwanted.
Any extra food?
Yes.
Now, in the world of the NFL, we've got 2 games today. But let's review what happened over the weekend.
Jared Goff. Turn your head and golf. Anything?
I liked it.
Huh? He throws for a touchdown, completes a game-sealing first down against the team that cast him away, it says here. This is one of those stories in the AP that's written by the frustrated novelist who works on staff. I notice these every now and then. Jared Goff threw for a touchdown and completed a game-sealing first down against the team that cast him away. The Detroit Lions winning a playoff game. It was quite a skein for the Lions. I added that. First time in 32 years, Detroit's won a playoff game. They beat Matthew Stafford. Everybody. Matthew Stafford, great guy. I'm sure Jared Goff is too. But
he gave me some loans for my college. Yeah, he is a good guy. Yeah. Stafford loan. Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
that's obscure.
Son of a gun.
Obscure to you people.
Lions.
Not to most of America.
You have to.
You have to have attended a fine university to understand.
Have you paid those back?
No, you did.
That's what
We're paying them all back now, apparently.
Your parents didn't sell the Peralt Falls home and pay for my college. Anyway, Detroit wins 24-23.
Not enough.
No, they didn't cover. Had Detroit minus the 4. But I think if I explain to Vinny, the bookie, no?
He'll listen. Yeah, he gets it.
And the big upset that has Jerry Jones.
On a personal basis, I'm floored.
He's floored. Jordan Love.
On a financial basis, I'm still incredibly rich.
Yes.
I'm ceilinged.
They call him the boat. Jordan Love.
The Love Boat.
Boy, I can't catch that lightning in the bottle of Saquon Barkley, can I? I just can't. I'm trying. He's playing defense tough today.
Mm-hmm.
He's down in the 2-point with both his hands up.
Yeah, he is.
Doing this, looking right at you. I want you to make a word. Go ahead. Let's see what happens. Anyway, Green Bay 48-32 winners over the Cowboys in Arlington at what they call Jerry's World. They were going to call it Jonestown. There was some negative feedback during the focus group. So the Packers travel to San Francisco to take on the 49ers next Saturday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. Then the Lions will host another playoff game next weekend on Sunday. Dallas Cowboys owner, though, Jerry Jones, says he's not ready to discuss the future of Coach Mike McCarthy. The future of interim coach Mike McCarthy, Dak Prescott, or anything else after that stunning loss to Green Bay.
On a personal basis, I'm floored.
Jones says the 48-32 loss at home is one of the biggest surprises since he's been involved in sports.
This is one of my most surprises since I've been involved in sport, period.
One of your most surprises.
I just hope he's loaded. That's what most surprises. Nailed it. So the Cowboys now are back at it, trying to win a playoff game, Tom. They did not get it done. And Saturday night's AFC wildcard playoff game between the Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs on Peacock and Peacock only. People are losing their minds. I'm not paying $5.99 to watch a football game. Well, wait till the Super Bowl's on Peacock only.
I don't think they're going to do that.
Good luck, pal.
You don't think they're going to do that?
No,
wait till the TV networks don't exist anymore.
Well, there's that.
And you and your rabbit ears. See what happens then.
They want the eyeballs, as they say, and they get them, and they have, when they're, the advertising revenue would have to drop if they have fewer viewers because they're on pay-per-view.
They make up for it. They set a record for most watched event on a streaming service, according to Nielsen. Steve Nielsen, who lives in Trenton, New Jersey. He's just now wrapping up all the calls. The Chiefs' 26-7 win Averaged 23 million viewers on Peacock, NFL Plus, and on NBC affiliates in Kansas City and Miami. Sunday night, the game had a total reach. Saturday night, 27.6 million people. Saturday night, of course. Fans had to pay for Peacock subscription. Starts at $5.99. The move generated no short of complaints from fans. The audience total higher than for the two of the previous three Saturday night wildcard game shows on NBC. So they're counting NBC, NFL Plus, and NBC affiliates in Miami and Kansas City. So there you go.
It's my understanding there were a lot of technical issues also with the feed.
I watched it on Peacock, and
you didn't have one. Therefore, no one else did.
Had not a. I'm learning it at the feet of you, sir.
yeah.
Marty Allen's a comic genius. Therefore, we're saddled with the fabulous.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
There it is.
A little Marty Allen thing.
There it is. A little Marty Allen for you. And snow was falling at a rate of 2 inches an hour.
Whoa.
2 inches. What kind of a freak can handle 2 inches, Josh? Jesus. Holy hell.
I don't get it.
Who's hanging 2 inches on? 85 people tried to dig out the Bills Stadium in Orchard Park on Sunday. The Bills playoff game against the Steelers postponed to this afternoon because of lake effect storm that expected to drop 3 feet of snow. The Bills paid snow shovelers $20 an hour. But according to one employee of the Bills, Logan Esrich, he says the work at Highmark Stadium, impossible. We barely could get anything shoveled, and it would cover up.
Yeah, I bet.
We couldn't keep up. The storm expected to taper off last night, and they're hopefully the Steelers actually have landed, I guess, in Buffalo. So that was an issue as well. Wow, 4:30 this afternoon. I love the snow games though, but you would. Why doesn't Buffalo have a dome? Why does Buffalo play indoors? Why doesn't?
Yeah,
there it is.
Be nice if they.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe a removable roof.
Right.
They can afford it.
Right.
The teams are worth billions of dollars.
And then for those the teams that have a retractable roof, you complain that the roof's not open from time to time. I don't know why. Why don't they open the roof more often? Right.
Did you see the topless fans shoveling?
Sure.
All guys, by the way.
Yeah.
It's just.
Well, yeah. If you don't. Yeah. If it's under 32 degrees and you don't take your shirt off at a football game, that's that's on the bingo card.
That's right.
More sports coming up, including the top 5 coldest games in the history of the National Football League.
Wow.
It's called the Ice Bowl, the Freezer Bowl, Wide Left, Frozen Tundra, indeed. And we're not in South Beach anymore. They're trying to, that's the game Saturday night. They're trying to have it called, we're not in South Beach anymore. The Dolphins at Kansas City. It was 67 in South Beach Saturday night. It was 4 below in Kansas City.
Whoa.
Chilly. Now, you could watch these games in the comfort of your own home and feel safe and secure if you've got Simply Safe.
That's right. You and your compound with your dogs and your blankie, your chunky blankie. I'm an adult man.
You love your blankie.
Simply Safe System named the best home security of 2023 by U.S. News World Report. And, of course, we all trust Simply Safe in our homes. We recommend it to everybody. Simply Safe is comprehensive protection for the whole home. Advanced sensors that detect break-ins, fires, floods. It's powered by 24/7 professional monitoring, costing less than $1 a day, about half the price of traditional home security. Simply Safe prioritizes your privacy. That's why their indoor security cameras are the only ones on the market with physical privacy shutters to ensure your privacy 24/7. Satisfaction guaranteed. Simply Safe. Try it for 60 days risk-free. If you don't love it, return your system for a full refund. It's just that simple. Keep your family and your home safer. Peace of mind, people, in the new year. As a Bob and Tom Show listener, we got a deal for you. Save 20% on your new system with a Fast Protect plan by visiting simplysafetom.com. Customize your system in just minutes at simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Now, so you didn't watch last year's AFC Championship game?
I did not.
That they showed because they didn't have the Bills game.
Okay, honestly, how long did you watch before you realized it wasn't a real game?
You know what happened.
Well, I know it happened.
You know it did.
I mean, it was a real game, but I mean, not a
I
current.
thought, I know the Chiefs. Yeah, the Chiefs were. But,
I thought they played the other night.
I thought the Bills don't play until tomorrow night. What?
I don't want to hear you. I lost $500 on that game.
And CBS was cheating. They were inserting shots of Taylor Swift.
It says here, good morning. This is from Jeanette. My husband won a bet of $20 from Bengals Chief game with his mother. It's the replay from last year.
Oh, wow. That's hilarious.
She didn't notice the pre-recorded Chiron, whatever they on the screen
quarter.
from 2023.
Oh, that's just mean. His mom. Okay. Coming up, we have analog clocks in the news of all random things, and the Queen's walking stick.
Yes.
It's for more than walking.
Oh, no.
I think she used it as
I diddled myself with it.
Dildo? No.
Yes.
It's got a little swan head. You can take care of that behind.
Pop people in the behind.
Yeah.
SWAT.
Hey, Philip. Okay, we're coming right
I
back.
like it, man.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show.
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it Type 2 Peanut Goo, but yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think he ate the rubber band that holds the legs together. I mean, come on. My birth certificate? That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids, they spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park bench with Nutter Butters all over their face.
I tell you, I am single now. This came up. We'll talk about it more later.
I'm sorry.
You're not going to be able to stop me. It's come out. But I tell you this much right now. I am trying to talk to girls. And I'm young. I can talk to young girls. You ever looked at a young girl? They're great. They're great.
Sure.
You ever talk to one? It's like torture. It's like having a conversation with a baby, except babies don't have dumb ideas yet. It's like if my nephew all of a sudden was misinformed about politics and had dumb dog stories. It'd be like I was on a date with him. They don't even know what to say, but I'll get to the naked picture in a second. I was talking to a girl. We were at a pool, a place that has pool tables. I go, hey, do you play pool? And she goes, I had sex on a pool table once.
Oh, wow.
That's a weird way to say you don't play pool. I don't even know how to respond. Was it a league? What is that? How do I go to that? I'm glad I didn't ask if she played ping pong.
Yeah.
But that pictures thing.
Yeah, you got to be careful who you send naked pictures
with these young chicks, they'll send naked pictures.
Yeah.
You can do it. You don't even have to. I was just texting back and forth with a girl, and she's like, "Hey, I like you or whatever. And you want to see some good pictures?" Hey, yeah, semicolon close parenthesis, I do. And then she sends a few of them. And I'm like, hey, these are hot.
Yeah.
And then she's got short hair in one and long hair in the other. They just keep them on file like W-2s. From now on, send me your boobs and today's newspaper.
Yeah,
I want to
see them with today's headlines. Yeah.
You want to know that they're fresh.
Tell us more about scatting.
Well, it's like in the traditional jazz sense. It's the scoot up beat a bada. But I mean, I don't do that. I do it to classic rock only.
Right. The most famous scat is probably the worst ever.
Of Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra, a great artist, but the doobie, one of the worst, terrible scats. But
yeah, but I mean, it's hard. Like, if you're in the car and you're listening to Led Zeppelin, it's hard not to do the bow, bow, banner, doom, cack, cack, doom, bum, bam, bum, bam, 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 doom, cack, cack, doo, you know, so.
Brilliant, yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I've got the notoriety came from the AC/DC, which really took sale, which is the, dum 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 Bidun babwayon all dum dun dun padum 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 badum
Brilliant.
And you know, my girlfriend's like, most people sing the lyrics.
That's true.
Okay, I can scat Amos Moses by Jerry Reed.
Oh yeah,
let's hear it.
Please.
Well, on that note, we have to go. Thanks for joining us.
He's a hunting alligator down in the swamp. Did. It was said in confidence off the air.
Yeah.
Don't ever say eyebrow dandruff in front of a potential lover.
No. Hey, look, ladies, if I'm on top, you might get sprinkled on.
Well,
let it snow.
If you're on top, I'll just let everybody else finish that.
Oh, I see. If you're on top, you got about eight seconds to live. Is that it?
I wouldn't say 8.
If you're on top, Godspeed to your ribs, ladies. Is that what we're getting at?
And then I was going to talk about washers and dryers, how the new washers and dryers are going to email us and text us when a load is done or a lint filter needs to be changed.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
I don't know, like we don't get enough emails from people. Now I got to talk to my appliances. That's the last thing I need. I'm out to dinner. Oh, who keeps texting you? Oh yeah, my dishwasher's pissed off at me. The fridge thinks its door is open. The cable box is on. The whole house is angry. I got to get out of here. Enjoy your dinner.
That's great. Is that true, though, about the texting appliances, or is that a premise?
Guaranteed.
No, that's absolutely. I read about that, and I was so excited. I'm like, I'm gonna get this on the Tonight Show before everybody else starts doing jokes about washers and dryers. And of course, I forget it, and I sit down and Jay goes, "Yeah, you'll do it next time. Don't worry about it."
That's a great joke, though. That's
A man claimed he couldn't help himself when he guzzled 7 bottles of a spiked lemonade drink in the aisle of a supermarket. A 43-year-old Wisconsin man told police he was a recovering alcoholic and had been sober for 16 months before being driven to drink and downing the bottles of Jack Daniel's Lynchburg lemonade in 15 minutes and placing the empty containers back on the shelves. He was cited for retail theft.
Oh, so he'd go grab one, drink it, walk around the store, then go back and put it back.
No, he did it all in 7 bottles in 15 minutes.
15 minutes, Tom.
He had to just plant himself in the liquor aisle.
Yeah. Must have had an opener with him.
Or there's probably a twist.
I wonder what triggered it. Was there something that he had seen in aisle 4 that bothered him?
His wife.
Hi, this is Larry Reeb, Uncle Larry. It's a sick world, and I'm a happy guy.
In just a few minutes.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Took a couple of days off, mental health days, and I went viral. I went nuts on the viral. Have you seen the guy? I'm not sure where he is, but there are a couple guys live together, of course. Whatever floats your boat. Or they could be out of convenience. I don't know if they're in love. Who knows?
Okay.
They have a camel. They own a camel.
Really?
A full-size camel.
What?
It's a camel.
Does it live indoors?
Yeah.
Holy.
It has run of the place. And the video opens. Does this ever happen to you? Your camel gets in the kitchen, and the guy walks into the house, and you see the back end of what looks like a very large cow. But then when the camel backs out of the kitchen to try to go back outside because he's going, oh, come on. Like, he's talking to the camel like you'd talk to your dog. Come on, baby, sweetheart, here, you know.
Yeah.
And you finally see the entire camel. It pulls its head out of the and it's like 8 feet long. Yeah. And the camel's head is 4 feet high. It's gigantic. They own a camel, Tom.
So they just have a bunch. What is this? I don't
Indoor
understand.
camel?
It's a video. I watched the camel video.
Oh, okay. It's out there.
Yeah, it's out there.
I'm sure that many people saw it. I'm sure. Some others were watching the NFL.
That's right. That's right. What else you got for me? You know what I've got for you, Tom? I've got Pat Godwin. And
You
song.
son of a...
Yeah, baby. What do you got over there,
Is this your New Year's resolution?
Sure, you guys make any resolutions? Huh?
No. I want to be better. How about that?
We all want to.
All right.
Nicely done, Pat.
Thank you very much. On behalf of the band and myself, I hope we pass the audition.
You're very welcome. We return to the sports page with the now back Chick McGee.
Coldest NFL game in the history of the world. 13 below. That was the air temperature. Wind chill 48 below. Lambeau Field earned its nickname that day, the Frozen Tundra, during the 1967 NFL Championship between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. 50,000 fans showed up at Lambeau on New Year's Eve to watch Bart Starr lead Green Bay to their third straight NFL title, a 21-17 win, Tom.
Ugh.
Majestic. Number 2, the Freezer Bowl, they call this, 9 below. Wind chill 59 degrees below zero.
Oof.
Cincinnati Bengals and the San Diego Chargers, the 1981 AFC Championship game where the Wind emerged as the MVP for Cincinnati. Winds blew up to 30 miles per hour during the game, producing wind chills close to 60 below. And there's always been rumors of when the Chargers had the ball, someone from Bengals staff would open a giant garage door at one end of the stadium. This one is number 3, wide left, 6 below. The Vikings host the Seahawks at TCF Bank Stadium on January 10th, 2016. The interim outdoor home for the Vikings while U.S. Bank Stadium was under construction. Bud Grant was 88 years old. He went out for the coin toss in a polo shirt.
Oh.
Good Lord.
Showing him how it was going to be.
Yeah.
Damn right. Bud Grant, damn right.
Look at these nipples.
Rock hard.
Yeah, I call it the nipple defense.
Old man nipples?
You got your nickel defense, and you got your nipple defense.
Sure.
Lambeau Field again, 4 below, this time in 2007 between the Giants and the Green Bay Packers. This is the game where everybody was worried about Tom Coughlin. They kept looking at him on the sideline. He looked dead, like 3 or 4. It was 4 below, and he had the knit hat on. And his face was pink. He did not look good, Tom. People were saying he was going to pass away. And then Saturday night, it's called We're Not in South Beach Anymore. We've got to come up with a better name than that. 4 below at Arrowhead, wind chill 27 below. Tay-Tay was there. It was 67 degrees in Miami when the Dolphins kicked off Saturday night. In Kansas City, temperature was 4 below.
Oh, Taylor made the trip?
Taylor was there.
Wow.
Taylor was, she had this Travis Kelce jacket. It was a jacket, quilted jacket with 87 on the front. It was a kind of a cool looking.
Coming up, a couple games today. We'll get to that when we come back. We have to review the shoe-in of the week.
It's not.
We had James Dunn, who was the winner of the Big Green Egg Mini Max, took on Chick McGee on Friday. You weren't here for that.
Easy, over, done.
Yeah, and I think we're going to grab Jeremy Childers and Spencer Suharski, also winners of the Big Green Egg Mini Max, to take you on this week, coming up with the famed shoe-in of the week. Well, when we come back. Also, we have a Tobogganing band.
Yeah. You think you could write
Canada.
a self-help book?
I bet any one of us could crap one of those out in a day or two.
You got a phrase? Because you got the key to those is having a phrase.
Oh, yeah.
I put my Australian Shepherd in a room with a typewriter. She'd peck one out. Damn right she could.
Well, we'll find out about writing a self-help book. We've got a giant beaver in the news and sex toys in the sky. It's all coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening.
This is a wash. It's a face wash. It's called soothing licorice, so it's very gentle. Pat has very sensitive skin. He's told me. So
He does. Now that won't get in his eyes and make his eyes.
Well, I'll make it a point.
Is this where I quietly switch places with you, Brenda, and Pat doesn't know I'm rubbing his face?
I'm sorry, my hands.
Yeah, no, that's not till
Chick,
dripping.
come touch my face, Chick.
And those aren't my hands.
You're going to start dripping stuff? Hot candle wax? What are you doing?
Now, is he going to be able to talk during this after you?
He's falling asleep. What are you talking
This is really nice. I mean, this is probably one of the best things I've ever done.
We're all going to give you the mark of the mushroom.
Sounds good. Give me the rum and helmet.
His pants. It looks like he's aroused. I think it's just an illusion.
No, it's a genie weenie.
I think it's...
No, it's my quads. You got to remember, my quads are so big, everything sits atop the mountain.
That's right.
Everything.
They're saying big mountain, small flag.
Yeah, just like the moon.
Once again, Pat McAfee, NFL kicker, holder, and punter.
Okay. Hot towel.
Hot towel. Hot towel.
Hot towel.
Hot towel. Hot oil.
Oh, there it is now.
Oh,
Now
His
you're
face is covered except his nose and his
yeah, you
mouth.
never forget your first.
Oh, no.
How does that feel, Pat?
You've not had a facial before?
Well, it depends what kind you're talking. This
I
type,
see.
Wait a
not
minute.
in particular.
What do you guys do on the road?
None of your business. What goes on the road stays on the road.
You heard of squirting, all right?
Yep, there we go, Chick.
Oh, come on.
I'm just saying.
No, Tom hasn't.
Probably not. Oh, that doesn't certainly happen.
No, that can't possibly.
Quiet with your hands full.
All I know about facials is eventually someone gets out cucumbers. Is that going to happen? Are we going to have any of that?
They don't do that.
Cucumber, I'm not ready for that yet.
No.
Start with a something smaller.
Smaller, like a carrot.
Yeah, let's work our way up to the cucumber.
Yeah.
They're supposed to do at home.
So where they close their eyes and they put a cucumber over their eyelids.
Is this your bed here that I'm laying on?
Yeah.
Hell of a table.
Thank you.
Really good table.
Now, Brenda, I know that you operate a legitimate business. Yes,
I feel the need to mention this at this point.
But do people ever come to you when you?
Oh, honey, we could write a book.
Do people come in thinking they're going to get a happy ending? I'm getting a vigorous nod from Carrie.
Yeah. We seriously could tell you stories. In the early days when we first opened, 7.5 years ago, yes, we had the callers that we would get, I'd like to get a male Brazilian. Okay, when would you like to schedule that? Well, do you hold it or do I hold it? And so my response would be, this is what you do at 11 o'clock on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, who knows what the love bug's going to buy?
For future
Come on.
For future reference, the proper question is this a full service shop, right? That's the way we go about it.
That's a tasteful way to do it, right?
Full service. Seriously, that's the code? Full service massage means happy ending?
Well,
that's my massage therapist. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm sure that's probably much for the massage therapist. I imagine they get that all the time.
I think I had a massage therapist several years ago that said that there are signals, like there's a way guys fold their sheet and stuff when you leave the room and you come back in. Seriously, like
what
is it in an arrow?
That's it, Pat.
This is where you hit the arm and then rub your hand across the chest. It's not the butt signal, but it's.
I would think they'd also do the famous towel trick. Where you walk in.
No, see, they're laying down.
They're laying down.
You can't walk in
anywhere.
Walking in.
Hey, I understand. I paid for a massage. You missed one body part.
Quirky messages on electronic signs will soon be disappearing from highways and freeways across the country. The U.S. Federal Highway Administration has given states 2 years to make changes outlined in its new 1,100-page manual released last month. The rules spell out how signs and other traffic control devices are regulated. Administration officials say electronic signs with obscure meanings, references to pop culture, and those intended to be funny will be banned in 2026 because they can be misunderstood or distracting. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Authorities in Georgia say a woman posed as a Waffle House employee to rob the restaurant.
What'd she do, blacken her eye and lose a tooth?
This happened in Georgia.
At least she put a shift in.
Yeah, she did some work.
Apparently it was a good costume. Tiger Woods tried to bang her.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
The bass player's wife was in the kitchen doing dishes, and she's listening to her son play with his trains out in the living room. And she hears him out there playing, and she hears him say, all right, all you a-holes, get off the train. And the rest of you a-holes, get on the train and put your luggage under the seat. Well, she runs out there, and she says, we don't talk like that in this house. Go to your room. So she leaves him in his room for 2 hours.
Oh.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
So she brings him out, and he says, can I play with my trains again? And she says, well, okay, have you learned your lesson? He says, yeah, I think so. So she goes back to the kitchen, and he's playing with his trains. And then she hears him say, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for riding with us today. Hope you had a pleasant trip. And the rest of you boarding the train, hope you have a nice day with us today. And those of you pissed off about the 2-hour delay, talk to the bitch in the kitchen.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
I recently got married, and
boy.
Yeah, and my wife changed her name. I know some women have a problem with that, but I wanted her to have my old girlfriend's name.
She must really love you.
Call me old-fashioned, but
Hell, you got the tattoo. Why not?
my wife actually got pregnant on our wedding night.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, not by me. It was a crazy night. But either way, I'm getting a brother. So. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't think her parents like me, though, because apparently when you meet someone's mother, you're not supposed to hug her and go, oh, yeah.
Bob and Tom, you can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, chick.
Oh, you got your Fozzie Bear sweater on.
Oh, yeah, it's warm.
You look huggable.
Yeah, he does look very huggable.
Yeah. There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Oh, you got your Denny Moore flannel shirt on.
That's right. Yeah.
You look huggable.
I am huggable.
Yeah. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
You're going to say something?
No.
Thank you very much. So it's good to see everybody.
Ace did shave. Did you notice that?
Looks good, man.
Well, you don't know. They've moved the camera temporarily, so
we can't see each other.
I can't see Ace.
Yeah.
How do I get that?
All I can see is Ace's teeth. It's pretty weird.
Can I get that
I can take that
organized?
way.
For me to see Ace, I've got to go back here. Hi, Ace. How are you?
Take it the way that gets you
Good
money.
seeing you. It's nice to see
All
you,
the way to
Ace.
Asia.
But I tell you, I can't hear Ace, which is very important, especially when this happens.
Here.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Wow, chick, you've been gone.
I know. Since you've been gone. Oh, yes, Ace.
Hey, chick.
Yeah.
Who is the loneliest billionaire?
Who is the loneliest billionaire? I don't know, Ace. Who?
Elon Musk.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
All right, I don't know what to say. I'm looking for a ruling. No, it does not count.
Christy laughed.
It doesn't count as human.
No, the field judge reviewed it, and that's not going to count.
It's so crazy. It doesn't even make sense.
No, when you laugh at how awful it is, he counts it as a laugh. He shouldn't do that.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
We'll have to revisit the joke of the day. Thank you very much. We have Chick McGee at the sports desk. What have we missed?
Washington Huskies hired Arizona's Jed Fish.
Fish.
That's F-I-S-C-H. To succeed Kalen DeBoer as the next coach of the Huskies. Kalen, of course, is at Alabama. Now he's going to make, Fish is going to make $8 million every year, each and every year. It's a pretty good payday for a college football. J.J. McCarthy, Double J, is skipping his senior season to enter the NFL draft after leading Michigan to a national championship. And Jim Harbaugh is set to meet with the Los Angeles Chargers about their head coaching vacancy. See, now, if I interviewed with the Chargers, I'd accidentally go to San Diego, probably. Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
When you go to San Diego?
There was a time.
Yeah. You don't ever think that they could still be in San Diego? You're just all squared away on where they are? Is that right?
It's not really my problem.
Yes, and he's all squared away.
I wish you were. Not that we wouldn't.
No, miss me for about a week, I would think. Yeah.
No, you know what I mean. I would think it'd be cool if you interviewed
auditioned
for
a head coaching job.
Yeah,
I did that for an NFL team and got fired.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Chick was the voice of an NFL team.
Yeah.
No, I mean to coach.
Oh, a coach. I can do that. Yeah, defensive coordinator. DC. That's what defensive coordinator.
Is that what you'd like to do? The defense?
Play that nipple defense Tom was talking about.
Plus, you get to sit up there in the warmth, don't
Yes.
you?
Yeah. Unless it was above 30 degrees, then I'd be down on the sidelines. But I would make that clear in the interview process. Now I have to tell you, man. What do you think I'd have to do to get hired? Never mind. He's reading something. Okay. The International Olympic Committee has signed the first beer brand in the 40-year history of sponsorship program. Red Stripe. That's weird.
That is Jamaican beer.
No, that's not true at all.
You had me, man.
I believed him.
The deal was announced Friday by the IOC and Budweiser, makers of Anheuser-Busch, just fine, and how's your penis? For the next 3 summer and winter games.
Wow.
Next 3.
Wow. The Paris Olympics open on July 26th, and the deal also includes the 2026 Winter Games in northern Italy. Bush. The LA Olympics in 28, the IOC and AB InBev says Corona Zero, C-E-R-O, the zero alcohol version of Corona, will be the global beer sponsor of the Olympic Games.
Okay.
Oh, he's looking at me with
What's
the
it called?
look.
Corona Zero.
Nope, it's Zero.
Well,
C-E-R-O. Corona Zero.
It's
I'll
zero here.
Say it again. Zero. C-E-R-O.
Never heard of it.
Well, it's new.
It's brand new.
We're all just hearing about it.
So first we're hearing of it.
Alcohol-free.
Do you think? Let me ask you
Corona.
something. When you constantly saying, and we're talking about things that are happening to other people, and you constantly saying, "Never heard of it, never heard of it," do you think that moves the conversation forward, or do you think that hamstrings us
Only
in any way?
56 calories per bottle, too.
It hamstrings us, but that's what he wants to happen. He likes hamstringing us.
Why do you like
So
that?
Anheuser-Busch.
We're always on the back foot, you prick. Always.
Anheuser-Busch is pumping a non-alcoholic beer?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Corona Zero.
AB InBev says Corona Zero.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The zero alcohol version of the Corona will be global beer sponsor of the Olympic Games. I'm only going to read it 6 more times.
Okay. Yeah, no, okay. I thought that was 2 different things. I didn't realize Corona was an AB product.
Now, would it be?
I didn't either. That's where I'm getting confused.
Yeah. I was confused.
Sorry.
I thought it was Budweiser.
I didn't mean to add to the confusion.
Well, you know, there's a company named Budweiser that can own many beer brands. You're aware of that, right?
Sure.
Oh, you don't act like you're aware of that.
I thought they'd
Unless it's
maybe
Budweiser.
have one of the popular ones as the sponsor.
Who owns Bud Light? Who owns that? What about Bush?
Well, the best beer, of course, is Schatz.
I can't argue.
Hey, beer drinkers. Do you find that your beer not only fills you up, it binds you up? You need a beer that will help you loosen up. Introducing the beer that not only tastes great, it packs a mega high fiber wallop. It's the first beer that's also a laxative. We call it Schatz.
Oh, God. That's it.
S-H-A-T apostrophe S. Schatz. All the cats tip their hats to the man who's drinking Schatz. The man who needs some fiber in his brew. Schatz beer. When all is said and done, we're not yet number 1, but Schatz is always number 2.
Hi, I'm Phil Throne from the Schatz Brewing Company. Pour yourself a Schatz and see why it's making a splash all over the country. Schatz, the laxative beer. Schatz is brewed with the highest quality hops and barley. Then we add our secret ingredient, whole kernel corn. Not too much, just a pinch. Every Schatz beer is fortified with 12 essential vitamins, so you're always guaranteed a good, healthy Schatz. Schatz is available in the 6-ounce little squirt or the 64-ounce big lager. And every Schatz is tapered at one end, so your can won't slam shut.
We here at Schatz are saddened by the recent passing of Adolf Schat, founder of the Schat Family Brewery, better known as the Old Brick Schat House. In fact, Adolf loved his beer so much, his last wish was to be interred in a giant vat of Schatz. So come on, when it's time to take a load off, crack open a Schatz.
You will say, hooray, cause relief is on its way. No more irregularity for you. Schatz beer. Give a Schatz a pop, and soon you'll hear a plop. Schatz is nature's perfect brew. Schatz.
Don't just take any beer. Take a Schatz. And for you teetotalers, try our new high-fiber non-alcoholic beer. We call it O-Stools. O-Stools. Sample one today. And don't forget Schatz Light, Schatz Dark. And for those with diverticulitis, proctitis, and polyposis, doctors direct them to try new Schatz Red. Schatz Beer, a division of Friggamel Industries, Flushing, New York.
That is disgusting. Yeah.
That's hilarious. The fine folks at Schatz.
Schatz beer.
They should sponsor the Olympics.
Yes.
That's a healthy brew, my friends.
Make the Olympics interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's yikes. Because you got to really clench when you're breakdancing.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be really ugly.
Oh, yeah, you're still upset about that, right?
Oh, we need a clean piece of cardboard.
The best way to hear about Schatz is to hear it on those Raycon earbuds. I want to thank the Raycon folks for making my vacation that much quieter and that much more pleasant. I got the girls the full Raycon headphones.
Raycons to the rescue, Tom.
Oh, those were the best.
Right.
Tell me more about the Raycons.
The Bob and Tom Show, audio accompaniment. You take your earbuds with you. Your earbuds? Oh, it's just like riding a bike, isn't it? Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever with optimized gel tips that fit every ear ever made. And they're so comfortable, they will not budge. They won't fall out on the ground like others I could mention. Raycons give you 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life. And Raycons are priced just right. Get quality audio at half the price of other premium audio brands. No wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds. Tens of thousands of 5-star reviews. And don't forget about the awesome features like customizable sound profiles and awareness mode. Raycons have it all. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom, 15% off Raycon products. Buyraycon.com/Tom.
If you're traveling, I recommend those full headphones. You give them to the kids. They're just sitting in their little universe with their iPads, et cetera, and they're not bothering you. Raycon, so you don't get bothered. That's their new slogan.
Okay.
Coming up, we have sex toys falling from the sky. It's raining, dildo. We have something interesting at the French post office. And what do you do with the dead hamster? Well, of course, you dress it up. Who wouldn't? We'll find out about all these things. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
And you're strapping on a guitar. And now, what are you going to play your new one here?
No, I'll play a new one.
Okay.
I'm not like Haywood. I can't write a song about 2 minutes, but
I know, but you had a really good one you played last time. I really liked. There we go. That's working.
Wayne had a wreck with a big old buzz. You couldn't tell what kind of car that was. He rolled it in a field where he turkey hunts. That's 4 total cars in the past 6 months. But Wayne must not have learned his lesson yet. He just stuck a handicap tag on a black Corvette. Who the hell puts a handicap tag on a black Corvette? Colostomy bag and the cast is still wet. A shattered left leg with his neck in a brace. Wayne's trying to get to heaven in a high-speed chase. He's squealing tires and won't turn around. Got on a damp diaper and a hospital gown, doing 120 fiberglass. Got a nurse on call and a cop up his ass. On 14 prescriptions for a compacted desk. Wayne's doctor's worried and his wife is pissed. And the news chopper chasing him up in the air. Wayne could give a damn about Obamacare. And his Allstate agent's getting all upset. Who the hell puts a handicap tag on a black Corvette?
Amen.
Let's do the big Bruce Springsteen in it.
Tim Wilson.
I had a moment where my girlfriend thought she was pregnant. And by the way, if ladies, if you suspect that you're pregnant, tell the guy during the day. Don't wait until you're about to go to sleep.
Oh.
Because that's what she did. She's like, I have a cramp. I might be pregnant. Good night. I'm like, no.
Good night.
I don't think so. I go, well, let's find out. Well, what are you going to do? So I, hauled butt to Walmart.
Yep.
And
Got a test.
got myself a little test.
Doctor in a box. Yeah, I know.
2 o'clock in the morning. And of all the times to get recognized. I walk into Walmart in the night shift. Hey, Fluffy. I'm like, oh, great. What do you need? A miracle.
All right, here's some tickets to a Grateful Dead concert. Right.
So I found the aisle where they sell the pregnancy test, and I realized something. Walmart has figured out the evolution of how life works, and they put it in aisle 4. As soon as you turn the corner, you see condoms. Then you see lubricant. The next to the lubricant, you see pregnancy tests. The next to that, you see Pampers. Next to that, formula. And at the end of the aisle, they sell beer. It's a full circle.
Now it's, I'll never get that. Because young girls are filled with sugar and spice and everything nice, and I'm filled with anger and semen and shame. How do you not think about sex? Everything on TV, sex, all the commercials, very beautiful women in all the commercials now. Doesn't even matter what the product is. It's just very sexual. Beer, pizza, sex, gum, shampoo, sex, burritos, tires, sex. And then you finally have sex, and it's kind of disappointing. Where's my Sprite, my new car? And I'm not stupid. I know there's more to life than just sex. It's just none of those other things feel as good as sex. I mean, I love cookies. I love cookies.
Oh, yeah.
But if I do not have access to cookies, I will not rent a movie and watch 2 other people eat cookies.
Perfect stranger eating cookies. No.
Comedian Dan St. Paul is here with us.
Bowling was an Olympic sport this last.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's bowling, right. Olympic. Aren't we deviating from the ancient Greeks just a tad
we are.
now?
Oh, yeah.
The javelin, the discus, but no one ever said, "Ulysses, Telemachus, put on your shirts. It's league night." Who are we supposed to bowl against anyway? You're gonna have Olympic bowling. Let's go all the way. Let's have Olympic drag racing. Wouldn't that be great?
Sure.
Hello, racing fans. This is Jackie Stewart at the Olympic Raceway. Today, America's big hope for the gold medal, Shirley Cha-Cha Muldooney, goes up against the People's Republic of China's Wang, the Terminator Hong Wen. Wang, of course, a member of Mao Zedong's pit crew in the 1972 Olympics in Munich and 5-time winner of the Peking Funny Car Championships. But both drivers will be hard-pressed to beat the time of this man, Pakistan's Big Daddy Abdul Faisal Mohammed, in his souped-up Ford Festiva, the pride of Karachi.
Hi, this is Augie Smith, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Would you say over 50% of America is enjoying cold temperatures this morning by under 32 degrees? You think that's a possibility?
It's a lot.
I bet it is.
Most.
Yeah.
The United States is a little colder than usual.
It's so cold, one of those, right?
How cold is it?
I don't have one. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Yeah. It's so cold You know, like when it's so hot, the dogs are chasing the fire hydrant, stuff like that. Man, that's funny. Or the fire hydrant's chasing the dog. That's right, because he wants to be pissed on.
Do you want to review those final 2 games in the shoe-in of the week? Yes.
Buffalo Bills hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers in beautiful Buffalo. And as you might imagine, feet and feet of snow expected.
Man, oh, man.
The Steelers getting 10 points, Tom. Although the Buffalo Bills have recently refound themselves. They are quite the football team, and they've got that look. People are saying they might be in the Super Bowl. I'm thinking the Ravens might have something to say about that, but we will see. I like the Bills to cover that. Win 27-10, something like that, 35-14, one of those deals. And then also tonight, Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 8:15 Eastern hosting the Philadelphia Eagles are on tough times. Although Tampa Bay is the home underdog. They're getting 3 points. I am taking Tampa Bay plus the 3. So there you go. 1-3 over the weekend for the shoe, and that brings us to 89 and 79 on the season against the spread.
Very, very good.
Or as my mother would say, again, the spread.
Now, our winner of our last Big Green Egg Mini-Max, James Dunn of Troy, Ohio, is picking the opposite teams for those 2 games.
He's from Troy? I love Troy. I lived in Troy.
So there you go. So there's a little bit of a rivalry tonight.
There's the Tri-Cities there, Tom. Pickwood, Troy, Covington.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Are you interested in that or
not? Really.
I think Bob lives in Troy, too. He worked for Hobart, I think.
Oh, really?
Isn't that interesting?
Not particularly.
Hey, look at this. A Wisconsin woman whose car was stuck in snow. Tom, please pay attention. You love these stories.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Wisconsin woman whose car was stuck in snow says she got some sports celebrity muscle from none other than quarterback Jordan Love of the Green Bay Packers. Lucy Kurowski says it happened Friday in De Pere. D-E, capital P-E-R-E. De Pere? De Pere? Wisconsin near Green Bay. She says her vehicle was stuck as she left for a hair appointment. Kurowski said Love pushed the car, but it didn't budge much. She called a timeout and said friends were on the way.
All the timeout.
Nevertheless, she said Love's assistant showed her that he's more than just an MVP on the field.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that nice?
He's an MVP in all of our hearts.
That's nice. Number 1 in your program. Number
that is
1
nice.
in our heart. No, he's number 10, I think, but that's beside the point. How about that?
Lucky number 10.
Isn't that nice?
It's nice. I don't know how you want me to respond.
Well, you do like
nice,
those stories.
Happy story. Everybody's okay. Sadly, while changing your tire, he was run over by a steam shovel. Now we got a story.
Here we go. Here we go. It's going to pick up now.
Yeah.
The New England Patriots have named Gerard Mayonnaise as Bill Belichick's successor. Mayo played 8 NFL seasons, won a Super Bowl ring with the Patriots during the 14 season. He'd been assistant under Belichick since 2009.
Everything's better with Mayo.
Sure.
That's not true.
Mayonnaise. Would this guy make you sick?
Just having that name?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Christy Mayo, if you got married to him.
You don't like the Mayo, right, Christy?
Don't like the Mayo.
But you have tried it and said no thanks? Or you never have tried it?
I don't know. I may have tried it as a kid.
Have you seen him? I think so long. You might like to hold the Mayo.
Ugh.
Very handsome.
Really, is he? Yeah, chicken salad a no-go. No tuna, nothing.
I used to be that way about sour cream.
Really?
Sour.
But then you learned, no, this is good on some things, right? Potato. Now, there's a commercial out there.
Can I have the camera on me for just a second?
Yes.
Okay. All righty. Back to you folks.
There is a commercial out there, a sour cream commercial where they're showing it on tacos. Wonderful. Nachos. Terrific.
Sure.
Right? In chili. Yes, of course.
Of course.
And then one lady just takes a strawberry and dips it in the sour cream and eats it. I'm like, who's this weirdo?
I've seen that. I think that's a thing.
My niece's kids eat it like with a spoon. They love it.
What?
Yes.
Holy hell.
Again, for those of you that are just joining us, the topic
sour cream talk
is Jared Mayo, not Jared sour cream.
It's Gerard Mayo.
Gerard. So Gerard Mayo.
No, it's Gerard Mayo.
It is Mayo. So
we're wrong.
So the topic is Mayo, though. not sour cream.
Mayonnaise.
All right,
What's that
sorry.
movie? What's that line from? Mayonnaise.
There's a certain irony because
Officer and a gentleman. Okay.
Gerard is now Mr. Mayo. Will be working for Mr.
Kraft.
Wow.
Doesn't Kraft make a fairly good
my
mayo?
goodness.
They do make a mayo.
What's the number one mayonnaise in the country? Maybe we could put Greg Ward on that.
Doesn't Hellman's have two different names?
Oh, God.
Isn't that the one that's...
Yes, they do. So what?
Have you tried Sir Kensington's or whatever?
Oh, yeah, that's very good.
No. I like Duke's. Duke's is pretty good.
It's in my fridge right now.
Sir Kensington?
Must be a...
Oh, hey,
I didn't realize we had nobility here.
Must be a coupon.
It was on sale.
When's the last time you paid full price for anything? I'll accept anything. Anything full price.
I buy meat all the time.
Gas. You probably have to pay full price for gas.
I bet you do.
Filled up last week, so I didn't have to do it in the cold this week.
I bet
Smart move. Smart move. You don't want those.
I bet you buy second day meat or whatever they call it.
Well, I do. Manager special.
Meat. Have manager special with the yellow price tag on it.
Green meat. Those can be great.
Yeah.
If you're like barbecuing that day.
Why
oh,
don't they
dude.
See, if somebody would tell me we're going to put scratch and dent on the meat, I would shop at that grocery store. There.
Yes.
I've said it. Wouldn't that be fun, Tom?
It would be
tricky.
Scratch and dent?
Scratch and dent meat?
I think we all know a comedian who's he believes this with all his heart. You're trying to tell me that the expiration date on this food, that date, it goes bad. Is that what you're trying to tell me? So he's 7 days either past the expiration.
Yeah, they say
aces too.
They say those are quite conservative. You can get
When
away
we were
with
kids, we didn't have expiration dates.
They get milk right, though. I tell you
You
that.
just
They
smell
pretty
it.
much do get milk right.
They nail milk.
Yeah.
And eggs last a long time.
They do.
I've heard 6 weeks unopened in the fridge.
Once again, Gerard Mayo is the topic. Do you suppose how many dates in every time when this guy was a young lover? I think maybe maybe want to hold the mayo.
Oh yeah.
I bet he never said that.
No, he's good. He's good with the ladies. He could hold a clinic.
The Mayo Clinic?
That's exactly right. Trying to give him what he wants.
I think he deserves that.
He's not playing head up D with you like he is with me. You know what you'd have gotten instead of a laugh if I'd said that? So what? I'd have gotten the so what. I know he works at a clinic.
We do not say so what enough on the show.
Yeah.
We should just come right out and so what.
So what?
All right, next we have.
So
what?
Let's see. It says here, we've already done that one. Officials in Toronto have banned residents from tobogganing at 45 hills across the city.
45 of them?
According to the CBC, which is an undercover... I'm sorry, nope, that's the television network. Officials cited safety concerns such as obstacles and other hazards in their decision to prohibit tobogganing on certain hills. Now, when I was a kid, a toboggan was not a sled, it was a hat. It was a knit hat.
A toboggan is one of the ones
those toboggans.
that is wooden.
You guys were a bunch of idiots.
I don't think they're wooden. They just curl up at the top.
they curl
at the
up
bottom.
at the end. Yeah.
But they could be plastic.
Those are
as well.
1%er sleds, toboggans.
Oh, dude, we would have
Never had a
beat up
toboggan.
whoever showed up at the hill with a toboggan.
Fancy toboggan.
Hi, hello, everyone. Are we ready to go down the hill? Oh!
Did you have a saucer, one of those big saucer ones?
I never cared for the saucers.
I love
I did not like
You
the
can't
saucers.
steer. You fall
Yes.
They're not for chubbers.
Hit a stump.
Later, dudes.
No, they're not. Chubby kids have trouble with the saucers.
Oh, I love
Spin
the
around.
saucer.
I didn't like them. You have to get your legs. Yeah, it was awful.
So no tobogganing in Toronto?
Councillor Brad Bradford complained that the ban shows that Brad Bradford. That's a good name to vote for. Toronto is becoming a no-fun city.
It sure is.
The city said there are still 29 designated toboggan hills and 27 park locations across Toronto that are inspected regularly to ensure safety. Do you like the sledding hills? Do you take the kids to sled?
I don't see
you do.
There's a great
You
one
do.
here. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love
There
sledding.
is?
There's one right near my house.
Take them over there to the thing? Yeah.
I have a classic flexible flyer from days gone by.
Oh.
I see everything in your garage as kind of a toy museum of like a radio flyer wagon and one of those red tractors that you could pedal when you were a kid, possibly a stuffed teddy bear from the...
The flexible flyer I have is really
Roosevelt.
really dangerous.
Good shape?
Yeah, it's from the 50s. Wow. My mom got it for me and my brothers way back when, but I still have it.
I always questioned the steering capabilities
Not
of
great.
Flexible Flyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fairly primitive. You've got to.
It barely moved.
Yeah,
that thing.
barely
It
moved.
was like
This will not get you around a tree.
No.
The turn radius wasn't terrific.
No.
Yeah, it's like a 16-wheeler. Here we are. Our long national nightmares almost over.
Nobody tells baby she can't sled.
What?
A little dirty dancing reference?
Hang on a second.
Take her like a dog, Elvis.
Non sequiturs with
Nobody
Tom.
tells baby she can't sled.
That isn't.
You think there's a sledding hill scene in Dirty Dancing?
Well, it'd be funnier.
It's in the middle of the summer.
It'd be funnier.
Not a comedy.
They're in the what are
the
they?
Adirondacks.
The Cossacks.
Yeah.
What do they call those?
The Catskills.
Catskills.
Yeah.
Cossacks. Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Cossacks are the ones that have those crazy dances where they kick both legs out at the same time.
That is a Cossack dance, yes.
That always blew me away. Ever try doing that? It's impossible.
I need a new
Never
knee.
been to St. Petersburg or wherever the hell they're doing.
Ever stood in
Moscow
line?
Square.
Stood in line for toilet paper?
Yeah.
Toboggan or not toboggan? That is the question. I'm sorry. Are we still doing the toboggan story? Or we moved on.
A man from Australia has broken the Guinness World Record for the fastest time to put on 10 pairs of underwear.
Oh, boy.
Well, this is silly. I like it.
10 pairs of underwear.
That's 9 too many.
Nicholas Manning, the Manning brother they don't talk about, achieved the record title with an official time of 13.03 seconds. Manning said it took him 6 months of practice to develop and refine his technique. You poor, sad bastard.
No life.
Good God.
10 pairs of underwear. That's a dangerous game when you got to poop.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, it is.
I still have not had to do that. I never
Jettisoned?
shat my pants.
Yeah.
You've
Never.
been close, though.
Yeah, I've gotten close many times, but no.
If you had 10 pairs of underwear on, you may not have made it.
Yeah.
Why would you? I've got long underwear on today because it's
Wearing your long johns?
I'm wearing my long.
Are you?
my wool.
Nice and cozy?
Very warm over here.
Now, Pat, you have the record for panty dropping, right?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, you
It's
get
a
on stage.
compliment.
You get on stage and you.
You got hot and cold running women hidden
women-
everywhere. We all know it.
God, when it comes out, the women just ripping their underwear off.
You've seen him over there with his phone, all those text messages he gets from all those women.
Oh, man.
Play Good Beaver Gone Bad for
When
me.
I was a younger man, the guitar would help.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
What? Where was that show, Tom?
Was it Play Good Beaver Gone Bad for me?
That's it.
Is that it?
You saw
That's
that?
what he wanted to go for. Sounded like he was at Jack A's house.
Who's that man? Maybe on some circuit or something.
Was it room 227 or something?
As Chick points out, this poor idiot spent 6 months perfecting the technique to put on 10 pairs of underwear.
Not easy to do in Australia. You have to check every pair for a snake.
Oh, yeah.
We got that coming up in the news.
Yes, we do.
And they live upside down there. For
They sure do. It's crazy how they learned how to do that.
We got something else, Tom. You ready?
Yep.
All right.
Stupid world record.
Follow me now. Listen to me. I'm not taking any questions.
Okay.
Why not?
None. That was a question. A British journalist has set the Guinness World Record for the fastest time to visit every location on the London Monopoly board by bicycle.
He's a journalist, huh? He couldn't get the Gaza gig, so he got the London Monopoly bicycle gig.
I have the London Monopoly board.
You
home.
do?
It's they have the tube on it, and they have the underground. And
What's the boardwalk, if you will? What's the rich?
Piccadilly. I think it's Piccadilly Square.
The whole circus itself, or?
Yeah. Piccadilly.
That sounds fun.
Piccadilly Circus, is that on there?
Yeah, Piccadilly Circus.
To
Trafalgar
set this
Square?
brand new Trafalgar, I think so. To set the brand new record, Mr. Barclay Bram visited all 26 historical spots featured on the board in 1 hour, 12 minutes, 43 seconds.
That's fast for a bike.
But for London's all mashed in there together, and that's pretty easy.
Well, it's yeah.
It is. It's like the break room, the bathroom,
Very tiny.
Mark's studio, Jason.
But there's no bike involved. She should have done it in a big hat.
A big hat? Oh, Monopoly.
You just said that because you know it makes me.
It's a big hat.
Big hat.
Or a old shoe.
Are the pieces British?
Yeah, they
like
are.
a little phone booth.
There's a Plimsoll.
Maybe a double-decker bus. Yeah.
Oh, are there really? That's cute.
Perhaps
Scone.
A scone.
What are you? What token do you?
Teapot?
Do you insist on having when you're playing Monopoly?
I don't play Monopoly.
Of course not.
I've never liked it. Never understood it.
I used to love being the top hat chick. Loved being the top hat.
I like the dog or the thimble.
The thimble's gone, right?
Yeah.
Well, you can get a thimble. I can get you a thimble.
A thick thimble?
No questions asked.
How thick is that thimble?
What is the?
That's very thick. A thick.
Didn't they make a real big deal out of?
I'll take 7.
Changing the.
Yes, we always every 2 years we'll get this story. It's a dinosaur now instead of the wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Why did you deliver that as Casey Case?
I thought it was a butt plug or something. Isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, there's now a butt plug involved.
Benoit ball.
We have coming up. We have
vibrating star.
We have sex toys in the news coming up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of that sort of thing.
If you could use one sex toy, Tom, what would you pick? What would you go ahead and hump?
A vibrating ring. How about that one?
Yeah.
I see you with a ring around your.
Yeah, you like having a vibrating ring around that thing?
I have never experienced
a good shake.
The old Jim and
if you had to,
Wilson,
if you were forced to, what would you?
They don't make those strong enough. I want one that could mix paint.
Yep.
The T-Rex, the rubber ducky, and penguin new Monopoly game pieces replacing the classic boot, thimble, and wheelbarrow.
That's a shame.
That is a shame.
Yeah.
Penguin.
That was back in 2017, according to this.
If you guys could see the size, how big Tom was just yawning.
Oh, I saw it.
It was a complete insult.
But he's the one who brought it up.
I think, and I know it's not the first this break he's been yawning like that.
It's okay. We'll move on. Sleepy.
Oh, well, it's okay.
I wouldn't have brought it up except that it was so big and long and.
Did he not bring this up, the Monopoly pieces? I thought we were talking about it.
I know you guys were talking about Monopoly in London, and that they have different pieces. And the thimble's apparently been replaced.
Yeah.
I just want
Tyrannosaurus Rex, the rubber ducky.
want a plain thimble, too. I don't need just a simple thimble, a simple thimble.
Yeah.
Simple,
your classic silver.
Simple thimble. I don't want that one that's 24 karat gold. Or
Get that out of here.
A showy thimble.
Yeah. Just a nice pewter.
Simple thimble.
Did your mom, Tom, have the tomato pin cushion when you were growing up?
Oh, sure.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Did she wear it on her wrist? Did you have one of those?
Oh, they had. Oh, I mean, that's like true seamstress stuff right there.
Oh, yeah, it was
That's
great.
serious.
Yeah.
Now, do you
have all your pins right there?
Do you have a thimble at home, Christy?
Yeah.
You do? Well, that's
I have a little sewing kit.
For what?
You do?
Yes.
You can sew without a thimble.
I can sew on
Will
a
you teach
button.
me how to sew a button?
Sure.
You ever prick your finger?
Yes.
Oh.
You ever finger a prick?
You want to take that one, chick?
That's what I'm going for.
Coming up, what else coming up? Anything else coming up in sports?
Please hold for Chick McGee.
Anything coming up in sports?
I'm not here. I'll come back. Maybe you'll talk to me then. How about
All
that?
right, good. We'll certainly look forward to that. Coming up, we have Queen Elizabeth in the news. And a fascinating story out of the UK about analog clocks.
Really?
That I think that actually part of this touched me over the weekend.
Oh.
Something about this story came into my little life. I'll tell you about it coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Race fans, it's May, and you're out at the track. You're hot and thirsty. If you don't get some relief quick, just like those Indy cars, your body's gonna overheat. That's why you need the cool, refreshing blast of body fuel. It's like an overhaul for your body in a 12-ounce can. Just one drink and you'll be refueled and ready for anything your busy lifestyle demands. Excuse me, sir. You look hot and thirsty.
Boy, I sure am. I got my 2 kids with me, and I forgot the cooler in the car. God, it's got to be 100 degrees out here. I could sure go for a cold drink of water.
Water? You don't want water. You want something that'll replenish all the fluids you've lost. You need the overhaul for your body in a 12-ounce can. You need body fuel.
Body fuel? I never heard of it.
That's because it's new. Here, try this one.
Jesus! This tastes like motor oil.
Well, there is some motor oil in there. And some transmission fluid, gasoline, and even a little engine coolant.
Engine coolant? Hey, I can't see.
Well, of course you can't see. That's the power of body on your system, making it just like brand new. What do you think of body fuel?
Are you trying to kill me? Hey, what's that fizzing noise?
That's a little battery amp. Sure, it'll keep your body running smooth and efficient. How do you like the sporty racing look of the package?
I can't see it. I can't see anything.
Well, it's very sporty. Don't worry, preliminary testing shows that the blindness is only a temporary side effect. Anyway, how about that refreshing, cool, clear taste?
Come here. I'm going to sue you bastards. Come here. Where are you? I can't see anything.
Body fuel. When you're so thirsty you could die, try one of Body Fuel's 3 delicious flavors: original lemon lime, iced tea, or diesel.
I can't feel my tongue. My gums are bleeding. My gums are bleeding.
Body Fuel from the people who brought you Thirspiration Plus. It's the health drink for those on the run. Go out and pick up some Body Fuel today at a supermarket or auto parts store near you.
Come here, you son of a bitch.
King Shark. King Charles was a young prince. He never thought he'd be king. Finally ruling England at the age of 73. King Shark. The Queen was his mama. Lucky Chuck. She used the Oxford comma. Born in the royal palace, hands never callous. King Chuck. Now that his mama's gone, I hope he doesn't fail. What exactly did he do as the fancy Prince of Wales? King Chuck. His teeth and ears look big and funny. Bucky Chuck. Will they fit on stamps and money? Born in the royal palace, hands never callous. King Chuck. Chuck, Chuck. The Queen, she had her corgis. Chuck, Chuck. Prince Andrew had his orgies. Chuck, Chuck. He's wild, that brother Andy. King Chuck, Chuck. On Epstein Island, dude got randy. Prince Harry moved for good out to Hollywood. King Chuck. Chuck, Chuck. Charles loves the polo ponies. King Chuck, Chuck. And dressing up for ceremonies. King Chuck, Chuck. He wears a kilt, please don't stare. King Chuck, Chuck. He's not wearing underwear. Finally gets to rule, cause he's got the family jewel. King Chuck. He married Diana, they had a castle and a villa. King but all the time he dreamed about the homely one, Camilla. King Chuck. Couldn't wait to get his hands on Horny Chuck. Said he'd like to be her tampon. Born in the royal palace, has the royal phallus. He's so old it won't be long, we'll have to write another song. King Will.
Oh, my God. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Was he a good dad?
I don't know. My dad grew up like pre-Oprah Winfrey, so he's like an old school guy. He doesn't know how to like be like, look, son, I love you. You're not doing well in school. Let's work this out.
Right.
Instead, I'd be watching TV, and this is the way he would convey that thought. He'd just come walking in and just go, "Study!" and then he would walk out. Like, that was going to motivate me. Like, oh, gee, Dad, I never looked at it that way.
Never thought of it that way.
Let me,
ding, the bell goes off over your head.
No, he was hilarious.
Oh, study. See, now
he used to try to train the dog like that. We got this dog. He was like trying to teach him how to sit, and it's like he's starting off calm. Like the first few minutes, he'd just be going, "All right, sit. Come on, sit. Sit down." And like literally 5 minutes later, he's just like, "You're gonna get over there. You're gonna sit down." The dog's literally like, walking in circles, peeing on the rug. Like, okay, I don't know what you want, but I know I'm not doing it.
Comedian Greg Hahn is here with us.
I used to date a girl 13 years younger than me. They chew a lot of gum. You know what I mean? They do a lot of young girl stuff. It's kind of annoying. You know what I mean? Like, you'll be driving along, they'll see a car with a headlight out, and they'll do that pediddle thing. Pediddle! Whatever! Pediddle! What? What's going on? It's a pediddle! It's a pediddle! Pediddle-doo-dah! Well, you go over railroad tracks, her feet would come off the floorboard, some superstitious thing like that. You know what I mean? Wow. Or we'd see a VW bug, she'd punch me in the shoulder. Punch buggy! Whatever! Punch buggy! Sometimes we see like a VW bug with its headlight out while we're going over railroad tracks. All hell's breaking loose up there. Spinning around, crashing my window, breaking everything. Whatever! You ever been on a date where after a couple hours you find it nearly impossible not to say, "Somebody kill me"?
Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. America is celebrating, more or less. The Dallas Cowboys have lost in the National Football League. People get excited about that, Tom.
What did Jerry Jones have to say?
He was floored. Here he is now.
On a personal basis, I'm floored.
And then he explained it by saying,
"This is one of my most surprises since I've been involved in sport."
Oh. Most what now?
Most surprises. There's something wrong with that. I'm not sure what.
Parentheses, sick.
You picked that. You picked Dallas to win, didn't you?
I did. Dallas minus the 10. Yeah. They would have had to really come back.
Now, today's games, you've got Detroit minus 4. Is that correct? I'm sorry.
Buffalo minus the 10.
Excuse me. Buffalo minus 10 and Tampa Bay plus 3. Okay, there we go. To round out the shoe-in of the week.
That's right.
And you're on the season. Where are you?
80, 70, 89, and 79.
That's good, man. Real good.
Okay. Now, we...
That's sports.
Oh, we've completed sports.
Yes, we have.
I had no idea. We'll do this then.
This is what you farted for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. Christine. What did I say?
Christine, I think.
Christine.
A man who tried to sell what he claimed was Queen Elizabeth's walking stick has been sentenced for fraud. In an eBay listing, 26-year-old Drew Marshall claimed he was a senior footman at Windsor Castle and obtained the late monarch's antler walking stick.
Oh.
He also said proceeds of the sale would go to cancer research. Prosecutors said the auction reached $686 before he canceled the listing after learning police had launched an investigation. By the way, he was found guilty of fraud by false representation.
Huh.
He was, did you read the whole thing? He was also trying to sell Prince Andrew's white panel van.
No, really?
Just to drive around. And,
is that?
Yes, and a pair of gigantic earmuffs worn by Prince Charles. Yeah. That was her dog beating stick, by the way.
Oh, boy, yeah,
those corgis.
You damn corgis.
You got to keep them in line.
Dogs?
The authentication process is to smell the walking stick. The hint of...
So he's lucky. I mean, in some cultures, in Iran, they probably would have beaten him with the stick for trying to sell it. So good luck to you, sir.
Speaking of the UK, many schools there have gotten rid of analog clocks because students cannot tell time.
Yeah.
The Telegraph reports digital clocks were installed in examination halls following complaints from students who said they could not read the time during their GCSE and A-level exams.
Well, then you fail the exam.
No joke. I'm with
sorry.
you.
Oh, you know who else can't read a certain clock?
He can't read a digital clock.
No, I don't like them.
Malcolm Trobe, Deputy General Secretary at the Association of School and College Leaders, said teachers want students to feel as relaxed as possible and that analog clocks could cause unnecessary stress.
I don't get since when
God.
being a student is unnecessary stress. When did that change?
Stress.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
We're raising a generation of
non-cursive writing.
So, yeah, I was...
damn kids.
It's funny because if they can't read an analog clock, do they understand clockwise?
Probably not.
That's a fair question.
That's what you're worried about?
Well, if those go away, that term goes away. That's for sure. But,
what are we going to do without the term clockwise?
Well, right.
Or I'm not even talking about counterclockwise.
You don't even.
What do we do? What are we going to do,
Yeah, I mean,
Josh?
that's less of a problem than them not being able to tell time.
I think they're both equally a horrible problem to face.
The concept of clockwise is actually quite important.
Yes, I agree 100%, Tom. Yes, go ahead.
Remember that gizmo they sent into outer space that had all the recordings and stuff on it? It had that little drawing, and there was some molecule or something so they could demonstrate which way was right versus left. So clockwise is a thing.
Clockwise.
It was illustrated to me over the weekend. I was playing Uno with my 7-year-old.
Yes.
Oh, reverse, I bet, right?
And yeah, that has that game where you it goes back and
it can
you
reverse.
can turn it around.
Right.
And I said, okay, no, we're going clockwise, and I got the look. See, so there you go. They're not our kids aren't learning clockwise. It could be.
They
very
don't
important.
teach them how to read clocks anymore.
Well, no, she's little and she's just learning. But I said clockwise, and she gave me the look.
Because she's little.
Yeah, but I mean, in England, you tell them clockwise. Now, what if they're driving on the wrong side of the road? They don't know what's going on.
Do you have any analog clocks in your home currently?
Sure, all over the place.
Okay, just a fair question.
You have a grandfather clock?
No.
I do.
You do?
Yep.
You really don't like digital
Wind it every
clocks.
Sunday.
Don't like digital clocks.
You wind
Not particularly, no. I have to do a math problem in my head.
What?
I think it's from being in radio because we look at a clock all the time, and it's to know when we have to do breaks and stuff. I prefer looking at the analog clock. I like to know what's going on and divide the world into 15-minute increments. It's very simple.
The writing was on the wall with clockwise when people started saying righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. That was...
Yep.
Instead of just saying tighten it clockwise.
Yeah.
So...
But I don't know.
I'm going to say I like righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
I do, too. If I have a screwdriver, I do that.
Better than clockwise.
Yeah, instead of just remembering, clockwise tightens it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, people...
What about Australia? Is it clockwise down there or is it the other way?
They don't have clocks down in Australia.
I would not.
They run amok.
They watch the shadows of the snakes.
So,
well, those are low shadows.
So the point of this news story is they've taken the analog clocks out of schools in England.
In some schools,
Instead
yes.
of teaching the kids how to read it, they went, we'll just get rid of them.
Yep.
This would explain why they're missing all their dental appointments. They don't know what time it is.
They still have bad teeth.
Do you have like a file in your head? Britain, England, all right. Was it bad teeth, poor food?
50 years ago.
Queen.
Rainy.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. Horrible weather.
Just saying.
Prince Andrew's a good one.
Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper.
He had bad teeth.
Saucy Jack. Yep.
Okay. What's coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, swearing is becoming more widely acceptable.
No.
We'll find out how many Americans think they could write their own self-help book. And the French post office is doing something unique.
They surrendered. Isn't that amazing?
It is.
There we go. French. Okay, they give up. All right. They smell bad. They smoke.
They have nice teeth, though. Okay.
That's really?
Yeah, that's what's happening. And humorous messages on those highway signs. Out. We'll find out why. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com.
The best comedian, Tim Allen, is here.
He goes, oftentimes, you hear this a lot. Yeah, oftentimes the technology they learn here at the race is translated into your family car. And I went, yeah, right. This year, Chevy's offered the Indy Celebrity, a 900 horsepower celebrity wagon. So I'm like, gosh, George, this thing's really got some pickup, doesn't it? I got to the kids to school in about 6 seconds. We're having lapping practice next week with all the other girls' PTA. She's running the Offie. I'm doing the Buick. And Betty's got the Chevy High-Tech. I pulled the trailer right out from under the boat, George. This baby's got some guts to it. Love Sears, do you? It's the Craftsman tool department makes my nipples rock hard. She always figured we should grunt like pigs. The little primates you are. Don't speak to your mother. You grunt like the pigs you are. Ever try to take a steak away from your husband? Here, honey. We're trying to grab meat from a man while we're just like dogs. I like going through the house rewiring stuff. That's my favorite thing. I got one of those big tool belts. Yeah. 2 cordless Makita drills hanging low. But you gotta know how to wear it, otherwise your butt crack shows. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what is that, a pencil holder over there, Bob? I'm gonna hike that up. I got some spackle. I'll figure out that butt crack. I got some DAP butt crack filler putty back here. We'll just fill that crack right in there, Bob. I got kids eating food in this kitchen. Get out of here. Go to Miter Me a Dovetail out there or something, Bob. I just cruise around my house like Bob Vila, with a bad headache. Just looking for stuff. I noticed Grandma's Easy Lift chair isn't moving quite as quick as I'd like it to. So I popped down the hardware store, pick up a compressor, some hose, some coax cable. I wire that sucker up. I forget Grandma lost some weight in the years I look at it. Got the 140 pounds a little too high, isn't it, Grandma? Shot that bitch halfway across the kitchen there. Doilies following her. Sorry, Grandma. I'll dial that baby down as soon as I rewire Grandpa's hearing aid. I got a preamp on that son of a bitch.
Comedian Tim Allen. Oh, God. Now that's manly.
Presiding over a symbolic condom roast in his Catholic church's parking lot in Waterbury, Connecticut. Yes,
I love those.
The Reverend Joseph Looney protested.
Mesquite condom roast. Very tasty.
I'd like that blackened, please. It makes it look bigger.
And they look so good at a shish kebab, too. A little pepper, a little bell pepper, condom, tomato.
What's the name of this reverend?
Oh, Reverend Joseph Looney. I'm not kidding.
Unbelievable. I'm Casey Kasem, and here's American Top 40. Is it just my imagination, or is my head just a bit too big for my body? And here's my wife, Karima Kasem. Show him the Top 40s, honey.
The steroid era is about to start entering the Hall of Fame.
I think so. It might happen. Let me grab that.
Okay.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, gang, it's Babe Ruth.
Hey, the Bambino, the Sultan of SWAT, here in the Hall of Fame, right?
Sure is.
Yeah, sure, Dad. We don't get the best reception up here in heaven, so let me get this right, Dad. I heard we got a pudgy old bag named Raines headed to Cooperstown.
Well, never mind. Why bother? Yes, you're correct.
They've lowered their standards. I knew it was bad when Cobb didn't go to bed for the last 2 days and still washed his sheets.
Hi-oh.
Dad, back in my day, if you didn't hit at least 600 home runs and bang twice as many dames, you didn't stand a chance. And how? Now they got these steroids we hear about. Hell, all we had was yellow fever, polio, and warts. And that's just what they put in the hot dogs, Dad. Hey, listen, the train's leaving. We got Gigawater and a box of Stogies. I'll see you in Cooperstown.
His assistant has it. So that night, they hit an iceberg, and the ship goes down. The magician wakes up floating on a piece of driftwood, and the parrot is sitting on the end of the driftwood, and they stare at each other for 2 days and don't say a word. They just look at each other all mad. Finally, the bird goes, I give. Where's the boat?
Oh, yeah.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but
Yeah, they're all messed up.
more than slightly confused.
With us in the studio, comedian John Garrett. You have a straight job? I mean, like a normal day-to-day thing?
Yeah, I actually do. I'm actually a CPA, believe it or not.
Oh,
yeah, and
that spells party.
Yeah, it does. Most people think CPAs are hysterical. Yeah. No, of course not. We're dorks, big dorks. But and honestly, on behalf of all accountants out there, I'd like to say that we don't all do taxes. Some of us prefer to embezzle. It's much more lucrative. I read recently Willie Nelson wrote a song called Whatever Happened to Peace on Earth as his little protest to the war in Iraq. And my immediate thought was, why does he care? It's not like it's his tax dollar being put to use. I mean, I think the U.S. government should write a song called Whatever Happened to Willie's 1040. There's a tax joke for the accountants. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
And the sign said anybody caught trespassing will be shot on sight. So I jumped over the fence and yelled at the house, hey, what gives...
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Maybe a song here in a second. How about that, buddy?
Sure.
Yeah. There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Chick, baby, how are you?
There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you
Hello,
very much,
Tom.
Chick. Good to have you back. Hope you're feeling better. Now, a couple quick things. We were talking about the Olympics, and they have an official beer.
Yeah, and it's pronounced Sierra.
Now, Chick was confused as to what beer exactly is being promoted. We tried to tell him it was Corona Zero.
Corona Sierra is how it's pronounced. That's according to Carter. The ER sound like air instead of ear. Keep it up, idiot. Oh, thank you, Carter.
Thanks for the constructive criticism.
But the thing that threw Tom was that evidently Anheuser-Busch has something to do with Corona.
Yeah.
Evidently, and
we had no clue.
Some sort of impossible business.
So in the United States, the commercials will all be for the Sierra. Isn't that a car?
Isn't it just Cerro?
Sierra was a car.
Cerro is Spanish for zero.
Yeah.
Cerro?
Yeah.
Sierra?
I think this guy's wrong.
Yeah. He called you an idiot.
I don't mind being called.
All I know is I love Corona.
Me too.
Corona Sierra is pronounced C-hyphen. Sorry, it's hyphen. C-AIR-O.
Yeah, Cerro.
Cerro.
Okay, well,
Sierra.
We have a request for a different beer.
Yeah, I'm the stupid one. That's right.
Well, pronouncing.
Let's get the IQ test out. Let's go.
To pronounce a beer is important, as you'll see with this particular brew.
Yeah, hello. Thank you, everyone, for coming here to do my beer commercial. Yeah, thank you. Are we ready to start? Musicians?
Ready.
Singers?
Ready.
Mr. Announcer?
I'm standing by.
Yeah, let's take it from the top. All right, cue the announcer.
Hello, Americans. Here comes the newest beer, imported from Germany. For a nice cold beer, it's hot, hot, hot. The girls say,
Gee, that hits the spot.
some like Bud, some like Schlitz, but for me, it's Klitz.
Nein. It's not Klitz. Es ist Kleit. Like my name. Hans Kleit. K-L-I-T-Z. Yeah, let's try this again. Okay, from the top. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Announcer Man, you ready? Okay. Let's try this from the top.
Hello, Americans. It's the small, hard-to-find beer, Klitz. For a nice cold beer, it's hot, hot, hot. The girls say,
say, gee, that hits the spot.
For romance on those special nights. It's Clits.
You Doomkopf! Listen. It's Klites, not clits. Cut the music. Listen. Let me just do it myself. I'll sing it for you, okay? I'll show you how it's done. From the top.
1, 2.
For nice cold beers that's hot. The girls say.
That hits the spot.
Some like Bud, some like Schlitz, but for me, it's Clits. No, it's Clyde. No, you've got me doing it. Damn it.
Kleitz, brewed in Koontz, Germany. Look for Kleitz in the box, featuring the famous horses, the Clydesdales.
Morons, Doomkopf, I'm surrounded by
Koontz, Germany. Those German pronunciations are so tricky. So we'll hope they get that right when they do the Olympics with that whatever that beer is called, Zero or whatever. Sorry. Christy Lee is at the Bob and Tom News Desk. It's good to see you. What have you got over there?
A new survey reveals nearly half of Americans believe they could write a self-help book. According to a poll of 2,000 adults, about 50% said they could write a self-help book based on their life experiences. When looking for advice that helps them make decisions, the top two sources people look to are ebooks, 50%, physical books, 40%. 55% said self-help books have had a lasting impact on their life. Nearly half write down their favorite quotes from books that have inspired them. Do you do that?
No, I don't.
You don't?
But that's fine. Whatever people need to do to feel better.
Do you have a favorite self-help book?
Yes, I do. It's
really?
called, the Four Agreements.
That's my favorite.
I guess that would be considered to self-help.
Yes, I love that book.
So I like that one.
I give it away to a lot of friends.
You two just get a cabin somewhere and leave us alone. How about that?
You know, since we both practice the Four Agreements, what you're saying
doesn't bother us.
We're fine.
Is that right?
That's right. We don't take anything personally.
What's one of the agreements?
That's one. Don't take anything personally.
Right. Really? Yeah. You never know why somebody would say something.
That's their problem.
What's going on with them that they would have to attack?
Your opinion of me has no bearing on
That's
me.
right.
That's right.
That's right.
The average person remembers about 3 of these quotes off the top of their head. Among the most memorable sayings people recall are, this is interesting, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step.
That's exactly right. It's important to remember, Tom.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Oh, I never heard of that one. I haven't.
Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game.
Yes, exactly.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
A friend of mine, Max, likes to say, be afraid, but do it anyway. Isn't that nice?
Oh, that is nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
Your focus determines...
Really? He said that.
Sounds like a fool.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah,
he jumped off a cliff.
He's a bungee jumper.
I was scared to death about it. Screamed all the way down.
Your focus determines your reality.
Okay, that's a bunch of BS.
Do or do not. There is no try.
That's Yoda.
I've never heard that one before.
That is literally Yoda.
Is it really?
Yes.
Talking as Mr. Piggy, as I like to call him. Yes, this is my voice. Out.
Do people even read self-help books anymore, or is it just all
Of course they do.
watching YouTube videos?
No, I think
that's a fair thing. Yeah,
more
but
popular.
yeah, they are very popular. So
Yeah.
Any advice? Any sage advice, Josh?
be kind to yourself and others.
I thought you were going to just be kind. Rewind.
I thought you were going to say that too.
I swear to God, I thought you were.
I did too.
No, I was trying to get a nice message.
How about shake it more than twice you're playing with it? How about that?
I like that. I do not subscribe to that at all.
No kidding.
See if you can shake it just twice and not have 3 ounces of piss down your leg.
You're a plain spoken man.
Yeah, no, you have to shake it way more than twice. You kidding?
Unless you're a lady, then you have to swat it.
Swat it?
Don't swat it. We wipe. Jeez.
That's where the slang word comes, swat?
This is why no one's ever going to buy my self-help book.
Swat it, ladies.
Here's some help. Get off social media. Save yourself.
That's very good advice.
Would that be your self-help?
That's very good advice.
Yeah.
Are you a self-help book guy?
Are you kidding? No. I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's some perhaps this would be a nice video, but you should visit a life coach. How about that?
That would be.
Doesn't that sound like fun?
I fired my life coach.
Now, let me get this straight. You're going to tell me you have advice for me.
With that haircut, you're going to tell me how to live my life.
Hitler Youth.
You chose that shirt, and you're going to tell me, okay.
Well, they get paid well for that, too.
No shoes.
Life coaches?
Yes.
I've never heard of somebody actually doing it and or going to one. You know of one?
I know of some people. I know someone that most of the people in this room know that's a life coach now.
Wow.
And I have been referred to a life coach, and I spent about 15 minutes with him, and when he said his price list, I went, no, this is not for me.
Oh, it's pricey, huh?
Did he have a whistle?
Very pricey.
Yeah. Did he?
On a lanyard?
He did not have a whistle.
Like a true coach?
See, that's what my life coach would be right by my side and go, all right, baby, hey, here you go, baby. Come on, baby. Hey, yeah, that would be worth something.
Sir, would you like the soup or salad?
I don't know. What do you think?
All right, man. You got this. You got this.
I think the salad. Yeah, salad. Yeah, coach.
All right, don't worry about it. You'll get him next time.
All right, okay, yeah. See, that's a life coach.
So the essence of this news story is that half the people think they could write a self-help book.
Based on their life experiences, they could help you by writing a book.
Do you have to have one of these catchphrases? What was the one you had?
Those are they work, don't they?
What about the afraid one? I like the afraid one.
You mean the Barbasol signs or whatever?
Like never let the fear of striking out? That one?
No, one before that, I think.
That wasn't afraid. Well, I think it was one you had.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. That one.
No, it was the strikeout one, but my buddy Max says, be afraid, but do it anyway.
There you go. That was
mine would be don't let the door hit you in the ass. One of the classics.
One of the classics.
All right.
Suggesting that they hasten their way out.
I get
quickly.
I get the feeling that for every truly good self-help book, there are 25 terrible.
Oh, I agree.
But I've only read a couple.
There's some good ones out there.
Yeah. Well, again, living's not easy. Whatever it takes.
Sure.
So enjoy yourself. Feel good.
All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them.
No, they couldn't.
You want to get Walt Disney said that.
That's not true.
What do you mean that's not true? You could pursue your dreams.
The future belongs...
You're doomed to failure for most of them.
The future belongs...
You don't have a self-help book.
The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams.
Yeah, mine would be called No, You Can't.
You do the self-doom book.
Mine would be a little more practical.
Okay.
You're not going to make it in the NBA. Quit. Chapter 2.
Quit.
Well, thank you, Christy. That's been very enlightening. Coming up, we're going to have the Warren Report with comedian Greg Warren. Also, we'll talk to Reno Collier. I haven't talked to Reno for a long time. See what's up with comedian Reno Collier coming up later here in the Bob and Tom program. Right now, I want to say hello to 2024. We've talked about all kinds of goals. Maybe you've got some food goals. How's it going so far? HelloFresh wants to help you out because, as you know, every week they've got lots of different recipes, and it's not just the recipes. They provide the food. They do the shopping. They do the measuring. You just put it together. But among those, every week, it's calorie smart and protein smart recipes. Also, those quick and easy meals, including 15 minutes to put it together and pop it in the oven. A whole bunch of ways to save yourself a lot of time and to minimize all that stress. Sometimes you go, where do you want to go for dinner? I don't know, blah, blah. How about this? You put it together yourself. HelloFresh does most of the work. They've done the measuring, like I said. They've done the purchasing at the grocery store, so you don't have to waste your time there parking and walking into the cold weather. Now, if you want to get into a good routine, maybe make HelloFresh a couple nights a week part of it. And by the way, HelloFresh also does breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Get all the details at HelloFresh.com/BT Show free. When you join HelloFresh, you'll get free breakfast for life while your subscription is active when you use that code BTShowFree. So check it out, HelloFresh.com/BTShowFree. Christy, what are you working on over there?
Oh, this is perfect for these cold temperatures. One pot tortilla soup with black beans, corn, and bell pepper. It's a one-pot meal, and it is ready and on the table in less than 30 minutes in 5 easy steps. So check it out, HelloFresh.
One of my very favorites. And those meatballs, we talked about those.
Oh, the
again.
firecracker meatballs?
Oh, tasty.
Oh, yeah.
HelloFresh, they do most of the work. Have some fun, and they've got a bunch of healthy options. They've also got good old-fashioned comfort food. BT Show Free is the code. HelloFresh.com/BT Show Free. Coming up, what's stuffed into that hamster? And what's that beaver doing over there? And what's in your underwear? These are all coming up in separate stories. And also the Warren Report with comedian Greg Warren. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This
It's Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
What did the judge say when the skunk came into the courtroom?
Oh! What did the judge say when the skunk came into the courtroom?
Odor in the court.
That'll be getting told in courts throughout the country.
Odor in the court.
Oh, man.
Hi, thanks very much for joining us. With us in the studio, comedian Dean Edwards, and Dean is a veteran of Saturday Night Live. I know that you mentioned you didn't mention you did a great Chris Rock, dead on Chris Rock.
Yeah, I did a little bit of Chris Rock.
Have you worked with Chris?
Yeah, well, you know, Chris and I, being both SNL alum, it's funny because I used to see Chris in the clubs all the time. But once I got cast on SNL, then Chris is very sort of reserved into himself and you know, cool with his friends, and he's very, very polite, but if he doesn't know you, he's looking at you like, I don't know you, you know. So once I got on the show, every time I saw him, he was very sort of big brother, very you know, strong with his advice. I remember one time Tracy Morgan and I are sitting in this comedy club in New York, the Comedy Cellar, and we had just had Jack Black was a guest host, and Chris walks in. He's like, you know what? I never watched that show. The one time I watched them, they still don't use black people. I was like, actually, Chris, you know, I was in 4 sketches this past week. He's like, you wasn't in them. You're just in the background. Don't ever be happy they throw you a bone. You got talent. Only the dude without talent is happy they throw him a bone in, which I appreciate. And then he sat there for a good 35 minutes lecturing me on gotta keep writing hard. Just every week, write 2 sketches and an update. 2 sketches. Meanwhile, Tracy Morgan is sitting there, Chris, you ain't never gave me that advice. When I started on the show, you never gave me advice like that. I'd appreciated some of that advice. That's how Tracy is, though. That's how he is.
Or distracting. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em. And don't miss the Chick McGee Shoe-In of the Week, Thursdays on the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are 2 of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
I used to have a corporate job, but I figured why should I have a job that pays $200 a day when I could be a comedian and make that in a week? Come on. All right. There we go. I like going to job interviews. They're the worst interviews. Greg, before we get started, would you like something to drink? No, thanks. Had a few beers before I came in. Do you have any experience? I don't even have an appointment. They always ask you questions where they try to make you sabotage yourself. Have you noticed that? They're like, so tell us, where do you think you could use improvement? As if you're going to say, well, I am seething with hostility. I've got a debilitating character flaw. I cannot stop throwing staple guns. Does this look like ringworm to you? You know. Tell us about yourself. Well, I've got pink eye and my foot's asleep. Got matching silverware for the plate in my head. I think I can fly. I collect ointment. What can you bring to our company? Head lice. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Next to you in the dumpster behind the airport. Where do I start? How do you like my weight belt?
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
We have also new to the show. His name is Ryan Belleville, and Ryan comes to us all the way from Calgary, Canada. See, we established the fact that you played a musical instrument in school, but you weren't real popular.
I wasn't. I like to think I was popular in the Mum Club. But I was not. I was not the coolest kid, really. I know it's hard to believe.
You look like a pretty.
It is hard to believe.
Now,
well, that's the thing about comics. It's like they're. Well, I think a lot of comics are pretty cool because you hang out in clubs all the time and you get a little confidence, and then you feel like you're doing something a little different. When you go back to the reunions, people are like, "What do you do?" Well, I'm a manager of the regional Blockbuster, and I'm like, ha ha ha! I tell wiener jokes for a living, sucker. So, like, there's that sense of positivity.
That is a. Yeah. Do you have a card that says that?
That's right. I got a tattoo.
How do you spell sucker?
Suck on that, huh?
Sucker.
So, Mark, you're a single guy.
Yeah, I tell you though, it's tough because I got these neighbors behind me.
Really?
My neighbor Gail, very
Gail.
Gail is a woman who just moved. Her bedroom wall is right behind mine, and she has a new boyfriend. And I found this out. His name is
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, the High Plains Thrifter, and you're...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. How do you feel about the term round to it?
Oh, I'm all for it.
You like that?
Let's get round to it.
I'm gonna do that when I get around to it. It looks like a coaster, and it says "to it" on the front of it. Round to it.
This could be the promotional thing for your self-help book.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What would your self-help book be called?
Challenges with Chick.
Oh.
How around to it got me on the straight and narrow.
Chapter 1. Whatever you do, don't do this. There we go. I was waiting to get hooked up with comedian Greg Warren for the Warren Report, and I see him right there. Hi, Greg. How are you?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Are you in a cool part of the United States right now?
The coolest, St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah.
That is a pretty cool place, yeah.
Chilly right now?
Real cool. It's extremely, yeah.
I'm a Cardinal fan. Look at me. I wear a Cardinal
sound like that.
hat and a Cardinal sweatshirt.
I don't sound like that at all, Chick.
You sound exactly like that, you turd.
What is on your cap?
That's Fredbird.
It's not Fredbird. It's just maybe it is Fredbird.
Yeah, look at Fredbird.
It's a Cardinal.
That's just a Cardinal.
Say they call him the Redbird, so they came up with the mascot. We'll call him Fredbird. How about that?
That's not Fredbird, I don't think.
It isn't Fredbird. I was wrong. But it is a Redbird.
Tom, your thoughts on all this conversation?
Swing and a miss. Okay. What's on your mind, Greg?
Guys, I wanted to talk about the history of trampolines today.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm on board. All right.
I'm glad. I thought you would
up and
be.
down about it, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Christy, you're not in? No?
Said I'm up and down about
She's up and down about it.
Oh, up and down? Yes. Sorry, I missed that. Very good. I love it. I can't follow that. So there were, in the early days, there were some sort of trampoline-like activities going on. The Inuits threw people in the air on stretched-out walrus skins.
Yeah, they did. How'd the walrus feel?
Now, that was the regular Inuits. The sicko Inuits threw walruses in the air on stretched-out humans.
You stayed away from them, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now, Josh, you had to know some really bad people just to be invited to that event.
I
bet. Gambling and things like that.
Cockfights, that kind of thing, yeah.
Yes, yeah, a lot like that, yeah. The main man behind the trampoline that, as we know it today, is George P. Nissen out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, one of my favorite cities to play. When George was a kid, he was into tumbling, and they went to the circus, and he noticed when the trapeze artists would fall from the trapeze, they would land on a safety net, and they would gently bounce in the air. And George was thinking, what if they just were able to keep on bouncing? You know? So he was a smart kid. He graduated high school at 16.
Nerd.
And Pat, how old were you when you graduated high school?
16 or 17. A year early.
Okay, good. Wow.
Dork.
Bright kid. I was 22.
Idiot.
No, they. So he just started trying to make a trampoline. He took his bed apart a couple of times. His parents got mad, and then they were like, he's trying, and then he stretched canvas over it.
No,
and
that's,
eventually
that's Step Brothers, the movie. Okay, I think it's confused.
You're right. Sorry, I get these things mixed up. Sorry, chick.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Thanks for pointing that out.
You're welcome.
He did wind up going to college. He was a 3-time NCAA gymnastics champ. He was a stud, and he kept working on trampolines. He actually teamed up with his Coach Larry Griswold.
Oh, wow.
Larry.
Is this a relative?
I doubt it.
I don't know. They said later, after they formed the business, he left the partnership for a solo career in acrobatics, diving, and entertainment.
Wow. All things Tom likes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think somewhere it says he built a radio empire and handed it over to his spoiled grandson.
Wow. If I had a grandson, I'd work on that.
So yeah, he kept working on these trampolines. They built one, and it was made of inner tubes from automobile tires and canvas stretched over something, and they built it. And during the summers, he and his gymnastics buddies, they would go to these YMCA summer camps and work, and they brought a trampoline to train, and the kids at the camp loved it. Like they didn't want to swim, they wanted to just do trampolining. So he was like, okay, I think maybe I could make money on this someday and sell these things. After college, they formed, him and his 2 buddies formed the 3 Leonardos. It was an acrobatics group. They toured all over the country doing acrobat stuff. And then he went down to Mexico and became a cliff diver, like those for entertainment, where people would just watch him dive, you know? And do you know what the word for diving board in Spanish is?
No.
El trampoline.
Really?
Yes, and that's where he got the idea. He was like, when I build my thing, I'm gonna call it that. I like the sound of that. Some people, there's like circus lore out there that there was a French circus artiste named Du Trampoline. And that's not true. It came from George. It's not true. Just like the food processor, a lot of people think it was invented by this guy Marty Du Food Processor. And that's
not true at all.
No, and just like Fred de la Lawn Sprinkler, it's not him.
These are all just legend, lore.
Yeah, it's just urban legend type stuff. So he when he got done with cliff diving, he's like, I'm gonna make a go of this trampoline thing. So he's like, start to sell trampolines. His first year, he sold a total of 10 trampolines. And this is one of my favorite things ever. His father said, well, you've saturated the market. When are you going to get a real job?
Oh, man.
Yeah. That sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Greg, I went to the comedy club, and the main guy, the headliner guy or whatever, he got like 500 laughs. You got 2. I'm running the numbers on this deal, son. I just don't think you're cut out for it.
Now, in that guy's defense, the first year he sold 10, he sold them door to door.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that's
hauling them around.
That is tough.
Demonstrating.
Yeah.
Hitting your head in the living room ceiling.
Right.
Yeah, so he started to have a little success. He'd go like do trampoline shows at schools, and the PE teachers would buy them. And then World War II hit. And a lot of the materials was hard to get to make the trampolines. And he thought maybe we'd be out of the trampoline business forever. But the military liked his trampolines. Apparently, it really helps with pilot training, because when you're a pilot, you experience a lot of disorientation like you would on a trampoline. I would say if you want to train your pilots on disorientation, I'm not sure you need to buy a trampoline. There's a child's game called Pin the Tail on the Donkey. Blindfold, spin him around 6 times. He's disoriented. Or you could do a corporate gig in Maine and have nobody laugh for 45 straight minutes. You will be disoriented.
Yeah.
You won't know where you are. You won't know what you did with your life.
Is that recent that happened to you?
Very recent.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm usually really good at those things. I don't know what happened.
Your reputation is stellar.
I don't know what happened, Tom.
Well, hopefully the check wasn't like a trampoline.
Did it bounce?
No, the check was good. Yeah, that's why I felt so bad about it. It was a really big check, and I just couldn't get them. I pulled all the tricks out, guys.
You did Norplant.
I did not do Norplant.
Sorry, that's very high and inside.
Yeah, that's an oldie. Yeah.
Norplant.
Norplant. What was it? How'd it go? It
was a birth control device, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Birth control device.
It had side effects.
Yeah, you'd gain like I can't remember.
You said that your sister was taking Norplant.
Yeah, my sister said yeah.
Birth control, and it caused her to gain weight and grow hair in places that normally doesn't have hair.
Very effective birth control.
Yeah.
I see.
Nobody's sleeping with my fat, hairy sister.
Okay, it's very attractive.
I like that.
I think I made it my cousin.
You should have done that one in Maine. Probably would have killed.
Might have, Tom. Nothing could have hurt at that point. So this is my favorite thing. He was George tried a lot of tricks to get people to buy trampolines. He got a kangaroo and took some photos of him and a kangaroo on a trampoline in Central Park. And you guys, if you Google it right now, it's the photos went like worldwide. He was like, every newspaper picked this photo up, and Macy's called them, and they're like, "Hey, we want to book your kangaroo act." And, he's like, "I don't have a kangaroo act. It was just a picture." He's like, stop negotiating. We'll give you whatever you want, but we want to book your kangaroo act. We got a new store opening up.
Did the kangaroo, after he got off the trampoline, go, so what?
I was thinking the same thing. It's kind of a hat on a hat, isn't it? It's like, don't put the kangaroo on the trampoline. Like, just put him next to the trampoline. Yeah. He already bounces.
You want to sell trampolines? Get a hippo up there.
There you go. There you go. There's a lot of.
Could we pull away for a second? I forgot to ask you. New Year's Eve, you were in the big arena in Miami, right? Opening for Nate Bargatze?
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man.
How'd that go?
It was great. It was a lot of fun. It was a ton of people. Nate put us up at a really nice resort, and first class all the way. I got to hang with Nate's dad. He was on the show.
He's a magician.
He's like a world-class magician. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize. Like he did like just a show for me in the back. He's really funny. You start to see where Nate got some of it. He's extremely funny and like a great. He was doing that sleight of hand stuff. It was amazing, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Cool.
Yeah, good show. But more importantly, let's get back to the trampoline.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of benefits. Apparently, it's a really good workout. It's as good as like jogging for 30 minutes or something. There's like, when I do these reports, I sort of like Google around to see stuff. And I saw something that said mental health benefits for trampolines. I was like, oh, this is interesting. And I clicked on it. It was a website for Rebounders Extreme Fun Center. Rebounders spelled with a Z. And there wasn't a lot of sound medical research in there. Basically trying to get you to give you like, no, they're good for you. Make you happy. Come, It's like they were taking some liberties, for non-doctors. They're like, no, it's very good for your mental health. Anybody with mental health problems. And I'm like, I'd like to get a bus and go to New York City and pull a bunch of paranoid schizophrenics off the train and send them down to rebounders. Like, no, we didn't want these. No, you guys said it's no, you guys said.
No, but it's one of those things. It's fun. Well, sure.
Yeah, it is fun.
November 21st, 63, you get Lee Oswald bouncing around in a tramp. He's going to forget to pick up the rifle.
Boy, that really brings it home for me.
Yeah, it
Thanks,
does.
John.
Yeah, exactly.
I see the connection.
Some pretty big time people were backyard jumpers.
Oh, is that what they call him? All right.
Yeah, Vice President Richard Nixon.
You know, he was president too. You know.
Yeah, and president. I guess at the time when he was jumping, he was a vice president.
Oh.
Can any of you got Pat, Josh? Could you do an impression of Richard Nixon jumping on a trampoline?
Maybe Chick.
Oh, we.
I am not having fun. Henry, where's the whiskey?
Jump with me, Henry.
I am not a Capricorn.
Jump with me, Henry.
Come on, it's 200,000 people to be such a pussy, Henry.
Yul Brynner?
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, a bunch of the Rockefellers. And this guy, I don't. Maybe you guys. Who is Earl Madman Muntz? Do you know who he is?
Oh, he's the mattress king of South Chicago.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, Earl Madman Muntz Madman Muntz mattresses. Yeah.
King Farouk was a big jumper too.
What was he king of?
Faruka.
Farouk, I think.
Faruka.
First thing he did was change the name of the country to his name.
Wow, well, that's what I'd do if I were king.
He's king.
The guy's got a lot of juice, man.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of juice.
Joshua. Yeah.
Hey, did you on New Year's Eve at midnight? Did you kiss anybody?
Jeez.
No. I was. We were eating desserts at some private.
I got
place.
excited. I thought you got to eat her. Is that what happened?
Wait,
Oh boy.
wait a minute.
I don't know how.
Skip the kissing altogether, huh?
Yeah, right to it.
Yeah, very
You guys
impersonal.
have a knack for making a lot of things dirty.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, thank you for noticing.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
she said. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So to wrap up our trampoline hunk.
That I've single-handedly derailed by asking you about some unexplainably insisting on asking you about your New Year's Eve show that was 15 days ago. Please tell us some more.
We haven't talked to him.
Let's wrap it up here with a couple. Let's go to the record book, Tom. George Nunez was able to jump 10.9 meters. That's 3 stories.
Whoa.
Jump three,
That's
three stories.
Okay.
Which, man, I hope he did it next to a 3-story building and there was some sort of meeting going on in the 3rd floor conference room.
What the?
Johnson, pay attention. Stop looking out the window. Boss, I swear to God, there's a man flying out there. Shut up, Johnson.
Johnson, I think you've been working too hard. You're cracking up.
Wait a minute, it's a kangaroo, for God's sake. Well, thank you.
Johnson, what'd you do on New Year's Eve?
Now, Greg, any interesting gigs coming up?
Yeah, I got another crack at a corporate gig this weekend.
Get back on that horse, baby.
You got this.
Right back
Don't
on
be
the
afraid.
horse. Yeah, I'm working every week for the year, but I can't remember where.
Well, I've got you at the Kings Mill Resort in Williamsburg, Virginia, coming up on Saturday, January 27th.
I'll be there.
Then you've got a bunch of stops. You'll be in New Brunswick, New Jersey, the Looney Bin in Tulsa, Lexington's Comedy Off Broadway, Wednesday the 14th of Feb through the 17th.
Tom, the Looney Bin, you don't think that's right that they do that, right?
Well, I think naming comedy clubs after mental illness is not all that funny. I mean,
I've always enjoyed that take of yours.
Hey, tonight at Schizo's. Manic depressive night.
It's really a facility. It's not a specific disease.
Okay. There we go. Then you'll be at the Funny Bone in Dayton, Ohio comedy. You got a bunch of great stuff coming up with Greg Warren. Greg is terrific. Greg has a couple cool comedy specials out there, including The Salesman and Where the Field Corn Grows.
Yep.
Check those out online and enjoy some great comedy with Greg Warren. Thanks, Greg.
Hey, great to see you guys.
Happy New Year.
Bye,
Happy New Year.
Greg.
Bye-bye.
Come here. We'll give you a kiss. Okay. Darn it. sort of gone. Now, I can help you guys right now because Valentine's Day is just around the corner. You just cleared the hurdle of Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
You got through the holidays. You got the gift. Everything's okay.
That's right. These holidays aren't to be enjoyed. They're to be endured and considered hurdles, right?
Yes, it's an obligation.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. I can help you out here for Valentine's Day real quick. You can pull over right now, get this done, because you're not going to have to do any wrapping. You're not going to have to do anything too elaborate because Steven Singer's handling the whole deal. Steven Singer Jewelers. He's got those every year. He's got them. I'm talking about those gold-dipped roses. The color this year of the 24-karat gold-dipped rose is Malibu pink, and an artisan has taken each rose and carefully painted them Malibu pink. Now, find out what I'm talking about and get a look-see at IHateStevenSinger.com. Now, these roses come in a beautiful gift box. There's free shipping, a free personalized Valentine's Day card, and a free lifetime guarantee. They start at $59, and this is perfect. You can knock this off your list. You're not going to have to think about it anymore. And maybe if you're extra smart, you might want to buy her a little bracelet, dangle it from that rose, and you're in the money, cha-cha-cha. You know what I'm talking about, Josh. You'll get your kisses all right. Steven Singer Jewelers, you'll find him at IHateStevenSinger.com. One quick phone call, get this baby done. Just go online or get it done that way. It's going to be so simple, and you can get that done. They'll ship it out pretty much every day at 2 o'clock if you get the order in before 2 o'clock Eastern Time. IHateStevenSinger.com. This year, it's the Malibu Pink Gold Dipped Rose, among many other great things available at Steven Singer Jewelers. When we come back, though they don't wear pants in the post office in France, or something. We'll find out about that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to.
Use big words. I got a little test here.
What test are we doing?
No, don't do this.
What? No, I want you to hand this to Jessica. And it's, I don't want to give too many hints.
Why is that still in here?
I want you to figure out what that is, Jessica. Describe, put it down. And it's got those rubberized rods sticking up. They're about 4 inches in length and about, I would say, 3/4 of an inch in diameter. What do you think those are? Can you describe the four of them? Go left to right. Actually, go right to left. Just describe.
Well, they're limper to stiffer.
The left little rod is very wiggly.
Yes, very
squishy. Mm-hmm. And number 2 gets a little bit firmer.
Yeah.
Still wiggly. Number 3. Again, a little bit more firm.
Is that how you normally pull it back and flick it when you're okay?
Flicker.
Then what's the last one?
The last one is just straight up hard.
Flick it with your finger. Ow.
And not moving around the ball.
What do you think that is?
I'm starting to think this represents a penis.
You're correct.
Yeah.
4 of them.
The revolution.
That's if you're going to a doctor and you're looking for an erectile dysfunction drug.
Yeah.
That's what you use to describe the level of flaccidity, if you will,
that you currently have.
If you're going to use big words,
I don't think you need to go if you're at 4.
No.
Mm-hmm. Gonna take that out of your mouth and put it down.
Oh my God!
I just like playing with number 1. It's all wiggly and squishy.
Jessica?
Jess?
I'll take 10% if I testify for you. How's that?
It's sort of like a dildo buffet. Glad that we're back. I just suffered through 6 minutes of Josh and Christy shopping for candles.
No, we weren't. You weren't even paying attention.
Yes, and then Josh goes, "I've got a coupon."
No, we were looking for an avocado tool.
Yes.
You tool.
And you know what?
Oh, I'm
yes.
sorry.
I do have a coupon, and what's wrong with that?
He goes, I'm going to go to Bed Bath & Beyond today because I have a coupon, and he'll get a coupon.
I'm going to get candles and an avocado tool.
Yep.
What are they going to pen it? A T-shirt?
What kind of candle are you getting?
What flavor candle are you looking for?
I like pumpkin. That's right.
Oh, now's a good time for that.
Yeah.
Good time of year.
I'd object, but I happen to have
Do you ever go into a
candle myself, so end of my objection.
Do you ever go into a store and pick up something and you don't really look at the price and you take it up to the register and they go $101.98 and you go, what? I did that.
$101.98?
I bought 2 candles. You know those 2 little wooden candles I have on the kitchen?
Yes.
Those are $50 a piece.
No kidding. I mean, I
couldn't believe.
That's why off the air I asked Christy, why are candles $95?
Yeah. And I said,
Plus, people are stupid enough to
and
pay it.
being a media darling, I couldn't say, well, I just need to put this back.
Yeah.
I'd rather not pay $50 for a candle. But I said, I'd wipe my butt with 20s. I don't care.
Boy, I know. Was it an anatomically correct phallic candle of some sort?
Yes, I could use it to aid my masturbation. That's right.
Oh.
I should probably use
Something
help
from the
instead of-
Liberace.
Christy, to answer your question,
What was my question?
when you guys were talking about avocados, you asked if there was an avocado vodka. 10 best avocado drink alcohol recipes. There are, yes,
You can
something
make
called
drinks with
avocado
I'm
vodka.
sorry, what? Avocado too, Tom.
No.
I think Chick does also.
Avocado. That's a Russian. That's a Russian bluegrass band. No, avocado.
Avocado, you a cock, we've all
That's a
cock.
Genesis song. Isn't it?
If the top of your head is bushy and gray, hair color is not your problem. Remove that hatchet from your skull. Say hello to your cerebellum.
Oh, dear, you've got a little gravy on your blouse from dinner.
Oh, honey, that's not gravy. That's part of my frontal lobe.
Just for morons. From Frigamall Industries. Ask for it by name.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait. You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. My name is J. Chris Newberg, and these are my thoughts and observations. Do you think if the Pope sneezes and someone walks up to him and they're like, bless you, you think he's like, haha, I'm good, actually? Do you think it's pretty safe to say that Rosa Parks was undefeated at musical chairs? I was dating this girl and she got all mad at me because I did exactly what she told me to do. I don't know if you guys have ever been in a situation where you do exactly what your lady tells you to do, exactly what she tells you to do, and yet you're a big jerk. Like, for example, she told me she wanted me to treat her like a princess. So I'm like, okay, no problem, I get you, right? So I called a bunch of my friends up, and they came over, and they piled in the back of my car, and we got some cameras, and we chased her around until she crashed into a tunnel.
Tom Simmons is our guest. I understand you've been to Afghanistan, I assume, on one of the USO-type tours.
The Comics on Duty.
Okay, good for you.
Afghanistan is desolate, man. Everything is dirt. Every building, every structure is like dirt. We don't need satellite-guided bombs. We just should drop water balloons.
That'll muddy you.
Wow. Turn that place into mud and farmland, and it'll be great.
Have you run this strategic idea by the people at the Pentagon?
Yeah, it'd save us a lot of money.
This is positively
launching a massive hydro attack. That's what we're going to do. And,
all of these fire bombs are merely drawing it out.
Jeff Rothman, so you're in airplanes all the time. You ever get the pilot who talks the whole time?
Oh, yeah.
You know, and he thinks he's like a radio guy. You know, he thinks, hey, everybody, is there your captain here in the cockpit? Like, where else is he going to be, in the bathroom? Of course he's in that cockpit. And they're always telling us how many feet we're going up. I never understood that. Why are they telling us how many feet we're flying up? Because I'm a passenger, and he's busy going on about, hey, we're going to be at our altitude, 36,000 feet. Hey, I'm a passenger. Just go above the mountains and the trees. That's all I know.
That's all I need.
That's all I know. Go high. What do I care? I'm not writing this down. 33 or 36,000. What the hell? What did he say?
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hope everyone's staying warm. Check local listings. Of course, our listeners in the Bahamas are doing fine, but maybe they catch a chill.
Arizona,
You don't know.
Florida, they're doing all right.
Will you turn the air conditioning down? They may have to say.
I apologize. I was eating some of that Gardner's cheese. Man, oh man. I'm going to order up a big bunch of that.
It's ridiculous.
You know who won a bunch of Gardner's Wisconsin cheese? James Dunn of Troy, Ohio, who is taking on Chick McGee this afternoon in the shoe-in of the week. And if I'm not mistaken, let me get my card here. It'll be in Tampa Bay, right? Philadelphia
tonight, 8 o'clock.
And you picked. You're picking Tampa Bay, and James is taking Philadelphia. Tampa's getting 3. Is that correct?
Correct again.
And then it'll be Buffalo this afternoon, the game they had to move because of the snow. Buffalo -10 versus Pittsburgh.
Yeah, so that means how much is Pittsburgh getting?
And you took Buffalo, Dick Graff, and James took Pittsburgh. So we've got a clash here this afternoon and this evening. Now,
you're calling it a clash?
Yes.
All right.
You disagree.
You're trying to make this a bigger thing than what it is?
James was a very affable man. We talked to him.
You talked to him?
He was very nice. Very excited to be on the show.
Good. I couldn't have spoken to him if I were. I don't speak to James. You know that.
I know. That's why we had him.
Now, we had a news story about
him or anyone from
half of Americans think they could write a self-help book.
Yep.
I got Gary started one.
Okay.
Oh, he did?
And he was kind enough to write
that's weird because Gary talks with his guitar.
Okay, sorry. That is one of my favorite pieces of REO Live. I love that.
Embarrassing.
Grown man.
Gary has started his own self-help book, and here is his favorite saying.
Okay.
They have to have a saying. They have to have a gimmick.
Right.
Yeah. Like chicken soup for your bunghole
Right.
or something.
Right. I love that.
Not too hot, by the way.
Right.
Yeah. Count the spokes. Were you here for that?
Infamy.
He wasn't here for that.
Oh.
Somebody shoved a wheel up their ass?
No, Josh.
We'll tell you about that in just a second. First, I'm sorry. Gary writes his life motto, if you will. Is that the word you want?
Sure.
Is life is filled with challenges and opportunities, cleverly disguised as pains in the ass. Thank you, Gary.
That is good. That's good.
Yes. That is excellent.
I have a self-help book idea that I think the content won't be great, but the title alone, it'll sell 1 million copies the first
Really? Just based on the title?
Can you tell us?
Yes. Masturbate yourself thin.
That's going to sell.
Don't you think people would go, that sounds like it's right up my alley?
Just a bunch of
Something
blank
I can
pages right in the middle. How much have you lost now? And then a bunch of blank pages.
And a couple pages have bullseyes.
Pages are stuck to
So what about you and the spokes? What's going on?
I may have suggested I'd like to take a look at Christie's beehole.
And count the spokes.
Oh, like the starfish.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
This needs context.
Wow.
I don't think it does.
No, I don't think it does.
That's pretty much how it happened.
No,
I don't think the setup in here would help any. I think we're fine. Okay,
these
here we go.
These stories don't just happen
willy-nilly.
ex nihilo.
Sounds like it.
We were discussing Neptune.
Oh, that makes sense now. Yeah.
And Uranus.
And
it's a bot, huh?
Neptune and Uranus in the news last week.
I may have taken it down that comedic.
They did.
Boy, it's so funny.
It's kind of interesting.
Colorized some photos. And,
when Voyager 2 went flying by Neptune and Uranus, they apparently felt that somehow it was color corrected, so they wanted to announce that they've now got a more accurate version of the color of Neptune and the color of Uranus. And that's when you went off on the color of Christie's Uranus, or what Christie's, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah. See, context kind of ruined it, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It was
I'm just
funny.
saying, there was a reason. I'm not sure what they mean, what color it is. I mean, is that the color if you happen to be in a spaceship flying by?
It must. That would be to the naked eye, the closer to
if
the
you're
color.
flying by, who cares?
Well, isn't there a sign out there that says Uranus and an arrow?
I know there's a shirt.
I'm with Uranus.
But if you see this photograph of Uranus, it's not as wrinkly as I would have thought. And you said you wanted to count the spokes?
That's right. Yes.
Okay. So there was the context right there. Now we had also. I was saying that while playing cards with my 7-year-old over the weekend, Kelly and I were playing Uno. And in that game, there's a card you can throw out that switches the direction.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that a fun one?
Yeah.
And at one point, there was some distractions, and I said, no, we're going clockwise. And I got the look from my 7-year-old, what the hell are you talking about?
Sure.
And I think it's important to know what clockwise is scientifically.
She's a young child.
Now, why do you want to take up the crusade of clockwise, but you don't care to take up handwriting?
Yeah.
You think that's stupid? Why? You can't pick and choose like this.
I like an analog clock.
But handwriting can kiss your ass, right?
I don't like script writing. What do you call it?
Cursive.
Cursive is a waste of time.
Important to learn.
Of course it is. You have to sign documents?
Writing in general.
We'll all do it electronically.
And it gets the brain thinking about language and
Language
how it
is
works.
confusing enough for kids. Don't saddle them with different ways to write
kids need
each
to
letter.
learn.
What do you do? Beat it into them?
I kind of am for beating things.
Spare
into
the
them,
rod, spoil the. Hit him with it.
See which kid forgets 2 + 2 first. The kid who got beaten.
Sure, you'll have them. I call them the blinkers. You'll have the blinkers.
We had a news story in which it was suggested that in schools in the UK they're removing analog clocks because
because people can't read them and it stresses them out during exams.
Stressing people out.
This is the country that has Big Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they going to go digital with Big Ben? That's depressing.
That's not the clock, it's the bell.
Okay. The point is, I think it's important. I like an analog clock.
Sure, good. I'm glad. Is your watch analog?
It can
be. It's the Apple Watch. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's an Apple Watch, this one. And
Right.
You
And
just
you've
press,
got it on the...
I've got it on analog so I can look at it.
Now, analog but Roman numerals?
No, I hate Roman numerals.
Okay, so you got to be...
Hate Roman numerals.
Non-Roman numerals.
Hate them.
He hates them.
Ugh. You
Throw up.
got to do a math problem. Okay, X, I can't stand
Can you imagine trying to teach Tom how to write Roman numerals in cursive?
Oh, God. What a waste of time.
Hang himself.
Why not teach kids typewriter repair? Some of them get a job. Hey, we're going to do cursive today, typewriter repair. And they got this.
You can say the same about math, really.
Yeah.
Finally, they've got a new, better math, though, finally.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
No one needs it.
Dear Bob and Tom Show, my sister doesn't know what a dial tone is.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
It's reasonable, isn't it?
Yeah.
When's the last time you heard a dial tone?
Ooh.
A long time. Maybe I would think I was listening to Pink Floyd.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Probably.
Because you don't hear them on your cell phones
anymore.
It's changing.
Yeah, no, that is, yeah.
Okay.
I heard a busy signal for the first time in a long time the other day. Like something went wrong with the line I was trying to call. So.
Boy. Did you get the pizza anyway?
I knew it was going to be one of two jokes coming your way.
Right?
I know. In my head,
She call you back.
Right, I was I was formulating a sex phone. I like Tom's better though. I still got the
do they
pizza,
still
yeah.
have sex phone hotlines? Is that still a thing?
I bet.
Sure.
Probably.
Hasn't that been taken over by OnlyFans?
I think there are guys who would rather talk on the phone.
Old school?
Plus, OnlyFans just isn't fun anymore. Now that it's like you're not talking to the actual porn star. You're talking to like an agency who's running their site for them.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, this isn't really you. Sometimes I try to get him. I try to call him out. I go, yeah. She's like, what can I send you? I go, I like her pictures to see if she'll go, what do you mean? You're talking to me. I spent far too much time on
Do you cite particular scenes you've seen and see if she remembers?
Yes. I go, what do you mean you don't remember that you already sent that one to me? This is all a fraud, isn't it? And then I cry.
Okay. What's coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have to get to our swearing story. We have breastfeeding in the news. We have police in Tennessee removing a huge beaver from a hospital.
What was it doing there?
How big a beaver was it?
We'll find out. And drones and sex toys in the news.
Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can...
Your earliest impressions were, of course, of your teachers at school.
Yeah, I used to do.
Can you do Mr. Hallenack for us or whatever?
It was Mr. Christensen was the He was the U.S. history teacher, and I knew nothing. He'd always send me to the map because he knew I knew nothing about any of it. He'd, we're going to go to our resident map expert, Mr. Caliendo. Can you show us where the United States is? I'd point to blue. Sit down, Mr. Caliendo. Sit down. He was also the basketball coach, so I just do him. We're going to shoot free throws. We're going to run laps. We're going to shoot more free throws. Free throws. Sit down, Mr. Caliendo.
What was the first one you did that worked?
An impression?
Yeah.
Or like a
famous actor or
I mean, it was Muppets. It was Muppets first, as you could tell by the incredible Miss Piggy.
Yes.
Did I lay down you earlier? Amazing. Let's see. I would watch In Living Color. I would watch, these are things I couldn't really use in my act because they were people's characters from sketches, but like the Damon Wayans bum character that.
My name is Anton. I'm a victim of society. I'm an entertainer.
Love Anton.
Yeah. He had the pickle in the car.
Yeah.
Excuse me, can I sing you a song?
Could you do Fire Marshal Bill?
Let me show you something. Let's say there's a problem. Yeah, because that was like people doing the character, so you could jump on and do those characters, which is what a lot of people do that with impressions now. They just watch other people. I've heard Kevin Pollak. I don't know if Kevin Pollak might have been the first person to say this, but I see the same thing he does. Is people unlock an impression, and then once it's unlocked, everybody can do it. So you watch the person who's figured it out, and it really has to do with cadence. With I've talked about this before, but with Barack Obama, he would talk slow at the beginning and speed up at the end. So you could always think, how many William Shatners have you heard? How many high Christopher Walken, low in the middle? You know who it is because they all ignore punctuation. You know, so it's if you can get the cadence down, you don't even have to have the pitch. So. I'm probably not answering the question anymore, but Muppets were the first thing I did, some cartoon kind of characters and stuff like that. Stuff I wouldn't even consider really impressions, but...
Who's the hardest one to write for? Because sometimes if you have the voice, there's some impressions you see them and you go, boy, that's dead on, and you go, but there's no content.
I've had a Billy Crystal forever. But I had no idea what I would even do with it. It's one of those voices that just, he doesn't do much. Yeah. Sully, you know. Yeah. Hey, let's go. Come on, guys. We're going to go over here. It's just one of those things. But here it works. And Robert Downey Jr.'s one that I'm sure I've done that too for you. But he's the human Twitter feed. He talks in little phrases and everything's about himself. He could be giving out an Academy Award, which is supposed to be about the nominees. But it would turn it back to him like, these people deserve your applause almost as much as I do. Hashtag awesome. So I thought, do me a favor. You're doing great right now for you. You know, that's he can insult you and be positive, backhanded compliment for everything. Chick, you do a great job sitting there doing nothing. Appreciate it. Why don't you do me a favor and text yourself?
Thank you. Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
Kind of a hippie town, liberal town, and that my local market is one of these organic markets. Yeah. I can't just go to the store to like buy something to eat. It's one of these places where you walk in and all the uniforms are made of hemp kind of thing, and it's like When I want to buy cereal, I want my cereal to have a cartoon character on it.
Sure, right.
That's
Absolutely.
what I want. I don't want a picture of an elderly woman climbing a mountain on my cereal. I know that's not going to be good. Or,
Kashi.
yeah, try to buy milk to go on that cereal. Can you have milk? No. You can have soy milk.
No.
You can have rice milk.
Oh.
You can have the breast milk of a Mayan woman.
Oh.
But you can't just buy milk. And there's certain things you go in there for. And can I buy a hot dog? No, I can't buy a hot dog.
No?
That doesn't exist.
What can you
there.
buy?
Hey, chick. Come on over and watch the game. I just went to my local organic market.
Yeah.
Oh, what? You haven't finished your wheatgrass? Would you like another soy dog or perhaps some more couscous?
Oh. No.
And then you try to buy something there. When I want an apple, I want a nice red, hard, shiny, pesticide-filled apple.
Absolutely.
That's what I want.
Right.
No, you
I don't want an organic apple because,
No.
first of all, they're like 3 times as expensive because the people that pick them, they pay a living wage to. I don't understand that.
What's that all about?
What is the point of having broken borders if you don't get cheap fruit? This is what I've been saying for many, many years.
A thought from Paul Gilmartin.
Down the elevator shaft they plunged, hurtling towards their death, their faces drawn by Edvard Munch. They smelled the devil's breath. Your tongue, she said at number 3. Let me see its size. He grinned and licked his forehead. She buckled at the thighs. The impact satisfied them both. Police were left some clues. A smiling woman all alone in a stranger's pair of shoes.
Bob and Tom.
I got to get one of these.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin over there in the song-making room.
The Brill Building, baby.
There's Josh Arnold.
That's right. I'm here at the Steven Singer Sidekick desk. Malibu Pink.
Yeah.
Very popular color this year. Now available in Steven Singer Jewelers 24-karat gold. Rose is the #1 gift for Valentine's Day. Exclusively and only available at IHateStevenSinger.com.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey, I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Now we're getting that bonus Ace Cosby joke of the day coming up. Is that do I understand that
Look
correctly?
at me.
Okay.
If I'm in charge of it, no.
Christy, what have you got?
Linguistics experts say that swearing is becoming more widely acceptable.
Damn straight.
According to academic researchers, most swear words are becoming less taboo due to the ways in which people are using them, such as to express surprise, to create humor, to show solidarity with their peers, or to abuse someone.
That's become very popular.
Used in these contexts, swearing can emphasize a point in conversation or build social bonds. Dr. Yehuda Baruch, a professor of management at the University of Southampton's Business School, said his research with professionals like lawyers, doctors, senior managers found swearing was used to create team cohesion, relieve stress, and emphasize a point. And land you in HR. But go on.
That's a good point.
HR have some of the filthiest mouths.
But think about it. If
you work HR, you're cussing today.
Oh,
and
I bet.
they'll be the first to admit it to other HR people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, the movie rating system, am I correct in saying, Josh, I thought I read this somewhere, that if it's a PG, you're allowed 1 F word? Isn't that how that
really?
works?
I'm not exactly sure. I thought PG-13 was 1 F.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Those rules are also
I'd like to see the chart there. What does the C word give you?
That's got to be an automatic R.
You think?
It has
Not
to.
if it's in the UK, though. So it'd be...
Well, yeah,
What
but
else?
the UK doesn't use the rated R, the MPAA.
Okay, well...
But do we rate movies that come over from the UK?
Uh-huh.
Okay. That's kind of what I meant.
So it would be rated R here.
It'd be nice if we were allowed like 1 F-bomb per show. Hey, coming up in half an hour, we've got tickets to see and our morning F-bomb. That's not a bad idea.
Guess when we drop it.
Will it be part of Ace Cosby's joke of the day? I think that they're making a good point here. Cursing can be powerful if used selectively.
Of course.
Do you curse a lot?
I have a couple of faves.
Does he curse a lot?
I curse way less now that I'm a grown-up than when I was younger. Isn't that, because I always thought, oh, well, when I get older and I'm allowed to say whatever I want, I'll be cursing all the time. And no, it's not as necessary.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's effective on occasion.
Sure.
Yes. It's only effective because it's on occasion.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
And some are more powerful than others.
Oh, yeah.
Like fiddlesticks doesn't really have the impact that
it once did.
Yeah, but
people would be running, screaming from this room, and you unleashed fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks.
Well, here's the definitive, I think,
this
version of what's happening in the world of cursing.
Joining us in the studio, professional comedian Sean Morey is here with us. Sean, nice to see you.
I get annoyed by certain things, little things. People who use the word friggin'.
Friggin'?
What the hell is that? Make a stand. Either say the F word or say golly gosh darn.
Right.
What does friggin' mean anyway? I'm almost mad enough to cuss. Don't push me. I'll say friggin'. I don't give a shooby dooby. I heard a funny word the other day. Cripes.
Cripes?
Some guy said, for cripe's sake. Who would that be? Jesus Cripes? The son of Gosh? Of the Church of Holy Moly. I'm not making fun of it.
Gosh.
I don't want to go to heck.
Bravo.
I believe in Jesus Christ and his mother, Jeez Louise. And all the disciples. Golly, gee, willikers, goody goody gumdrops, gee whiz, holy cow, by gum, and sweet patootie. There's too much obscenity, really.
What do you mean now?
How about these kids you see wearing obscene T-shirts out in public?
Mm-hmm.
I see a guy who's wearing a shirt that says, shut up, bitch. What's he trying to prove? That his mother didn't dress him? Oh, Bobby, wear your shut up, bitch T-shirt today. You look so cute in that. I don't want to. Oh, come on, wear your blow me shirt. I mean, when I was a teenager, we wore T-shirts that said, make love, not war.
Right.
Now they say, eat crap and die.
Good
I don't think they're setting their goals high enough.
I'll bet it wasn't really crap, was it?
Said something else in that shirt, didn't it?
I'm walking with my grandmother. A guy walks by with a T-shirt that says, eat me raw. I'm like, Grandma, I'm really sorry you had to see that. She said, oh, screw him. Wasn't screw either.
Was it frig?
No, she made a stand.
She took a stand. Meeting Sean Morey, the classic cursing and obscenity. Coming up, we are going to meet comedian Reno Collier. I haven't talked to Reno for quite some time. And what have you got over there, Christy?
Well, we have a huge beaver being taken out of a hospital. We have a snake being found in a kid's underwear, and a pet hamster that was taxidermied and dressed up.
Lovely.
Because who wouldn't do that? And breastfeeding coming up.
Not just for white trash anymore.
Hey, it's 2024. Isn't it time that you resolve to keep your family safe? Safer than ever with the award-winning Simply Safe home security system, named Best Home Security of 2023 by U.S. News and World Report. We trust Simply Safe in our homes and recommend it to everybody. Here's why we love it. Comprehensive protection for the whole home with advanced sensors that detect break-ins, fires, floods, and it's powered by 24/7 professional monitoring costing less than $1 a day. Half the price of traditional home security. Simply Safe prioritizes your privacy. That's why their indoor security cameras are the only one on the market with physical privacy shutters to ensure your privacy. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And satisfaction is guaranteed. Try Simply Safe for 60 days risk-free. And if you don't love it, return your system for a full refund. Keep your home and family safer than ever in the new year. As a Bob and Tom Show listener, you can save 20% on your new system with a Fast Protect plan by visiting simplysafetom.com. Customize your system in just minutes. simplysafetom.com. And remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
I have a real quick question about swearing, Christy.
Okay.
Do people in France, when they're about to curse, say, "Pardon my English"?
I've always wondered that. Yeah.
Give that some
And
thought.
why do we say pardon our French? The words aren't in French.
Oh, that's maybe if you say them with an accent. You. I can't even say it here. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
Hello and welcome to the wildly successful Mr. Obvious Show. I'm your host, Mr. Obvious. Let's take a call. Hello, Mr. Obvious Show.
Hello, is this Mr. Obvious?
Speaking.
Hi, Mr. Obvious. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I just want to say, first of all, I really love your show. Really enjoy listening to it. I think you do a great job.
Well, kind words indeed. And thank you, caller, for calling the Mr. Obvious Show.
No, Mr. Obvious?
Yes?
Here's my problem.
Oh, okay.
Well, the thing is, I think I got some kind of animal trapped in my house.
Oh, yeah, like a pest problem or something?
Yeah, well, it's even bigger than that. I think it's some kind of critter that's trapped down underneath my sink somewhere.
Oh, my. Now, do you live in a rural section of town?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. I live on the outskirts of town here, and well, here's the thing. I think it's caught underneath my sink, and I've opened the doors and my cabinets there and looked underneath, and I can't find it anywhere. But I can hear him down there making noise.
Oh, you say you got a critter and you can hear him. Now, what kind of sound does he make, caller?
Well, it's kind of a growling, kind of, well, I'll try to imitate it for you. It's kind of like, kind of like that.
This is under your sink in your kitchen?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you might be caught down there in the pipes.
Now, this is not uncommon for your rurally located homes to have a raccoon or a possum under the house. Now, but you say he might be stuck in the pipes?
Yeah, that's what it seems like because, in fact, I think that's how he's living there. He seems to eat stuff that my wife throws away down the sink after dinner. She'll wash the leftovers down the sink after we get done eating. I think that's what he's eating because I can hear him down there growling and chewing.
Huh. What was the sound again, caller?
Well, it's she'll put the stuff down there in the sink and run the water, and then you can hear him. It's kind of going, kind of like that.
Huh. Now, is there anything else that corresponds with the growling that your wife does there in the kitchen?
Well, it does seem like it usually happens whenever she tries to turn a light on. Yeah, there's a light switch there. She'll try to turn it on. Thing is, the light don't come on. I think the light bulb must be burnt out or something, but I can't even find a place to change the light bulb on it. Anyway, she'll try to turn that light switch on, and you can hear him down there just seems to make him mad as anything.
This is in the kitchen under the sink, right?
Yeah. Yep. And, I figure he's caught in the pipes.
Right.
So I figured try to get him out of there. Well, I reached down there with my hands when I heard him growling. And I mean, that thing about ripped my fingers off. Bit into me. Boy, it hurt.
Well, I think I know what your problem is, caller. It's a garbage disposal.
So, is that something like a raccoon?
No, caller. It's
No, it's something littler like a mouse.
No, caller, it's a machine that's hooked to your drain pipe there under your sink that chews up food that makes it rinse right down the pipe there. It's an actual machine. It's not an animal at all.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I never made the connection. She does use it to get rid of the garbage.
There you go.
Sounds like a critter. Just,
I know, yeah, it's not a critter. Thanks for calling, though, caller.
Mr. Obvious?
Yes.
You're a lifesaver.
Thank you. That'll do it for this week's show. Thank you, and good luck from everyone here on the Mr. Obvious Show.
Oh, boy.
And the girl just got all mad at me. She's like, Nathan, I'm an actress. Actresses can't have carbohydrates. I was like, you mispronounced that word. It's pronounced waitress. You're a waitress.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Mark Eubanks. Did you go to college down in...
I went to college in University of West Virginia, Morgantown, West Virginia.
Oh, really?
I was a mountaineer.
Well, why would someone from Florida go to college in West Virginia?
Because you didn't have to be real smart to get into school there. Basically, showing up got you that piece of paper.
Valedictorian was a 2.0.
On the breathalyzer.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy's here. There's Josh, Pat Godwin, Ace Cosby. I'm Chick. Tom's here. We got our special guest checking in, I believe.
There we go. There he is. Comedian Reno Collier joins us.
Hi, Reno.
Haven't seen you since
Good
last year.
morning. Good morning. I haven't seen you guys in forever.
Yeah.
Happy New Year and all that good stuff.
You too.
All right. Well, it's good to see you, Reno. Looking forward to a big 2024. Anything on your list of things you're changing in your life, the so-called New Year's resolutions?
No, dude, I don't even think about it. We got snow here, and tons of it. Or in the South, as we call it, damn it, I got to smoke in the garage. But it's kind of like Armageddon around here, man. Everyone's flipping out.
A lot of very cold air in a lot of places today. It'll have some significance in some elections, et cetera, et cetera.
You're in the Nashville area, Reno, so you guys not get snow every year, just every now and again?
It's hit or miss, man. And when it comes, it's just like, normally it'll snow and you never see it. But this is like everybody's snowed in and no one can go anywhere. And we all get to spend more time after the holidays with those special loved ones that we also dearly care about. It never ends.
How
But
many
I'm going on the
inches?
road this week. I'm going to the Trolley Theater in Somerville, South Carolina, Saturday night.
Oh.
The first show's sold out, but there's still a few tickets for the second one. If anyone's in the Somerville, South Carolina area and want to get out, come to the Trolley Theater.
Cool.
Then I go to Birmingham, Alabama, and then to Fort Myers, all in a row.
Is the Trolley Theater show, is that just Saturday night?
It's just Saturday.
Two
Yeah, we
shows?
added
All
another
right.
show.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Who are you working with?
So, actually, I sold the tickets, Tom, but thanks for the
No,
compliment.
you said we added another show. I thought perhaps there was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to imply that people would be coming to see you.
You sold out a show. Who the hell are you opening? for?
I thought.
I know. I'm playing, buddy.
Okay.
I'm playing. Me and the whoever the guys I talked to on the phone. Real nice guy. Can't remember his name right now, but we're real close.
Do you wear a watch, Reno?
No, I don't.
Really?
I don't like anything on me.
Okay.
Like no ties, no watches.
Yeah, rings,
socks, underwear, shirts.
Socks, yes. Underwear, yeah. I mean, like metal or anything.
I don't
know, man.
Do you wear a wedding ring?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you do?
except for when
Okay.
I'm in bars.
On the road.
I'm just playing, kids. Come on.
But you wear glasses.
I have to. Yeah.
Well, I can fix you up. I got a guy that can do the LASIK.
You know what, man? I don't qualify for that. There's something else going on.
Oh, really? Is that? Well, he's got some new financing options. I'll call Earl, see if we can get you set up.
Probably you have astigmatism.
Yeah. I got all kind. I got to go actually next week and see. I got the 3-tier glasses.
Progressives.
Like there's 3 different prescriptions.
I don't care what your politics are. I'm just blind as a bat.
I
have the no
but
labels
it always
glasses.
feels like I'm cocking my head back and I'm getting that old man thing where you look through the bottom of your glasses.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that weird ass. You know.
Well,
the mouth opens automatically, and you just kind of, what does that say?
Looking at the remote for a particular button. I catch
You know what's
myself
crazy,
doing that.
dude? I can do the remote in the dark. Like,
Oh.
I'm that good. I don't even need to see anything. I can pow, 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 pow.
Oh, I can't
You know?
do that.
I don't even know how to turn my TV on.
Well,
That's the absolute truth, isn't it?
Yeah, I was just yesterday struggling.
Is it because there's too many remotes, or
No, it's because he's an idiot.
You've got to go to watch and then menu, but if
Watch. What else would your TV do? Cook? What do you?
I don't know. You got to hit watch, then you got to.
What you smell? I press cook instead of watch.
Damn it. Bacon?
It's very complicated.
More meatloaf, thicker.
Well, I was asking if you wore a watch because I wanted to know if you liked the digital time or an analog time. And do you have a clock in your bedroom?
I don't know. I just look at my phone, or
how do you wake up?
Somebody knows. Somebody knows. It's like in school when you're looking for an answer in a test. You just go, "Hey, what time is it?" And they're like, "I don't know, 4." Okay, I'm trustworthy.
Okay.
Do you have a clock in your bedroom, or do you use your phone?
I use my phone.
I have a clock.
Yeah, I have a clock, a couple of them.
I had a girlfriend who insisted on a clock in the bedroom. It was a countdown clock.
It just said 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, you got 90 seconds left.
Well,
that was
thank you very much.
Hey, and more importantly, Reno, did you have a New Year's Eve gig that you did really well at? Or?
No, I didn't, man.
No, you didn't? Okay.
I stayed at home, and I was with family, and I actually wrote a Country Fried Take about it, if you want to hear it.
New Year's Eve?
Oh,
all right.
Well, not about New Year's Eve, but just about this entire season we've just come through.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm trying to keep my head up because people bitch at me online because they can't see my face and I have a lump on my head. All right. So I was thinking over the holidays that friends and family can really turn on each other for BS that they've just heard or read. We take ridiculous subjects and create serious arguments over them. It's a real problem, and it involves the people we love. And the deck's stacked against us. All our information comes from the government, media, social media, entertainment, and they all want to divide us into sides for their own monetary gain and power. And they'll lie to do it. They treat us like we're 10-year-olds on a playground trying to provoke us to fight. Hey, did you hear what Jason said? He said, do you think that boogers are one of the 4 food groups? You wet your bed and you're a racist because your birthday's on Columbus Day. What are you going to do about it? Now, if you're following the rules, you have to bury that and go back to class. But it's just sitting there hot, and it slowly starts to boil. And at some point, weeks later, it bubbles over. One morning, your mom's like, honey, it's time to get up and go to school. And the kid just snaps. Hey, Columbus, don't talk to me like that. I'm not the Indians, and I don't eat my boogers. And come up here and get these sheets. The dog peed on me again in my sleep. Leaving the mom lost, hurt, and confused. So she decides to cut your dad off from sex. He starts to sleep with a stripper. Next thing you know, you're meeting in the parking lot of McDonald's on Saturday mornings for divorce swap, and your new stepmom, Cinnamon, smells like lung darts and Febreze. I see it happen all the time.
A tale as old as time.
It is, my friend. And all that over a rumor that could have been squashed. When my son was about 10, he and his cousin wouldn't stop arguing. So I just threw them both out in the backyard, locked the door, and told them nobody comes back in until it's over. They wrestled, ripped shirts, and scraped each other up. Only took about 10 minutes. And guess what? When they came back in, they were reset. They were playing Mario Kart, laughing about it in no time. Without even knowing it, what was most important to them was common ground. They just needed to get the BS out of the way, get it all out. Now, if you're one of those violence is never the answer people, where the hell did you hear that? The government? They bomb people when they don't get along with them. Your parents, they're the ones telling you to smack your kids now. Church? David cracked Goliath in the head with a rock. You think Goliath started an organization to outlaw slingshots? No. He went home and he ate mushed up figs and olives through a straw and had to listen to jokes like, go lieth on the couch, you giant jackass. Now, I'm not talking about violence towards people we don't care about. I'm talking about violence between us and people we love. It does no good to fight politicians, Hollywood, or all the other stranger danger groups on Epstein's flight log. God has a way of sorting them out. We need to fight our loved ones to save our relationships. That's why I want to start a company that leases bouncy houses called Meet Me in the Backyard. We'll lease them to families all over the country for any holiday situation you have going on. Is there someone you care about that won't let something go? Do they start rumors and enjoy other people's misery? Do you feel like you're walking on eggshells whenever they're around because of their selfishness? Well, we here at Meet Me in the Backyard understand. Let us cater the need for you to beat the hell out of your loved ones before they ruin what should have been a joyous occasion. Be honest. We've all dreamt of popping someone we really care about in the mouth. Well, here's your chance. Call 1-800-BACKYARD and make that dream come true. May cause severe injury. We're not insured or bonded. You're responsible for all cleanup, and all we promise is it'll be funny. I'm Reno Collier, and that's my country fried take.
All right. Kind of reminds me of the trampoline hunk we did with Warren.
Yeah.
You got to bounce around in the backyard. Well, Reno. We're looking for you. It's the Trolley Theater, Summerville, South Carolina, this Saturday only.
Yes, sir. This Saturday only, and then off to the Stardom in Birmingham, and then Fort Myers, and then a bunch of other stuff coming up. They're coming in quick.
Oh,
Cool.
good,
Thank
good,
God.
good. We'll see you soon. Thanks, Reno.
Bye, Reno.
Thanks, guys. Great to see everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
You too. See you, man.
Comedian Reno Collier. Now, Christy, you mentioned breastfeeding.
I did. Breastfeeding children for more than 6 months may lead to the child having less body fat when they turn 9 years of age. The results reveal that children breastfed for 6 months or longer had a significantly lower percentage of body fat nearly 9 years later compared to those breastfed for shorter durations or not at all.
So that means...
Yeah, what does this...
That means if you can breastfeed, it's probably
healthier
best
kids?
for your children.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Listen, my New Year's resolution is to lose a little weight, baby. Put
I
those
don't
babies
think it means for adults.
So they're not
for
saying
adults.
No.
they're not saying breastfeed for a less amount of time. They're saying more is better in this
Yeah,
case.
6 months at least. Yeah.
At least, okay.
Now, we can put that story with the one you had before that. We can put them together.
Oh, the swearing story?
The story about swearing.
Yeah.
This is a classic moment on the show. If I'm not mistaken, this is where Chick was saying something negative about Christy and breastfeeding. This should be it here.
No, I'm not trying to be critical. I'm just. This is what the Surgeon General is saying.
I know.
So
I think those women who can't are pretty much, by and large, selfish, aren't they?
Screw you, Chick.
What's it called? The La Leche League? The La Leche League?
La Leche League.
Yeah.
Don't you wish just once they'd have a day, one day a year, where you could say whatever you wanted in the radio?
Just
Would
so,
today be the day for you?
Just so, Tom, they do have a day. It's the last day.
Just so that one time.
I'm over here working, okay?
You know what you could do?
What?
Walk in there and have Dean do it for you. You walk in there, tell Chick what you want to say, and he can fix it for you. A few minutes ago, Chick said something mean to Christy, and she...
I didn't. Was that mean? I was
Yes,
just
it
making
was.
an observation.
I was saying that some women are unable to breastfeed for a number of reasons, and you said...
The main reason I can think of is because they're selfish.
So Christy
She
wanted...
seems very well adjusted
Right now.
and very
Christy
intelligent.
wanted to respond, and I have great faith in our editor.
Me too, because if
Christy
not, I've
wanted
lost
to
my
respond.
job.
We now have the response.
Okay, go ahead, play it.
Hey, chick, you. You've never had to breastfeed. You don't know what it's like. You're a ignorant, stupid son of a bitch. So shut your mouth, you stupid asshole.
Well, I didn't get all of that.
Oh, wow.
You know, that last beat could have used a little more work.
A little less a little less.
And not so much hole. A little heavy on the hole on that one.
Yeah, your mind plays tricks on you.
Yeah, I got your point across,
You
though.
hear things
Yeah.
that aren't there. Once again, Christy Lee at the news desk. What have we missed?
Well, speaking of words, the U.S. Federal Highway Administration is banning humorous and quirky electronic messages posted on our highways and freeways across this lovely country. Administration officials said overhead electronic signs with obscure meanings, references to pop culture, or those intended to be funny will be banned in 2026 because they can be misunderstood or distracting to drivers.
I guess I've never seen one of these funny messages.
Really?
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah. It said signs should be simple, direct, brief, legible, and clear, and only be used for important information such as warning drivers of crashes ahead, adverse weather conditions, and traffic delays.
I thought she was going to say adverb weather conditions.
It's winterly out here.
Stormily. Yeah.
Here are some of the messages that you may have missed. I don't even get this one. Oh, use Yablinka in Massachusetts. I guess you say that with a
use Yablinka.
Wicked smart.
Visiting in-laws, slow down. Get there late. That's from Ohio. From Pennsylvania, don't drive star-spangled hammered.
That is real stupid.
Wow.
Yeah.
In New Jersey, Tom mentioned this earlier, hocus pocus, drive with focus.
Yeah, New Jersey has there's a couple more here. This is from New Jersey. Will be blunt, don't drive high.
Oh, okay.
But that's relatively hip, don't you think? Get your head out of your apps.
I like that one.
That's not bad.
And nice car. Did it come with a turn signal? I love that one.
I love that one, too.
But they're saying they don't want any more humor. I think, doesn't that get people to actually read them?
Well,
you would think.
But they're saying it distracts drivers. I don't understand that. Then why have them at all? If you're going to have a message up there,
exactly.
It distracts you.
Please be careful distract you just as much
as there's a wreck on I-70? Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that last Amber Alert, hilarious. See the kid's name? Wonder what night he bowls.
Arizona has more than 300 electronic signs above its highways. For the last 7 years, the State Department of Transportation there has held a contest to find the funniest and most creative messages. One of them from the state of Arizona, hands on the wheel, not your meal.
Funny.
Don't eat in the car.
The joke is in your hand. No, that's not
So the federal government says none of these are legal on...
Now you can't do them anymore after 2026.
Okay.
Oh, well, typically they're going to put an end to them in 2 years.
Well,
sir.
Stop it now.
Okay.
Let's not have fun out there.
All right. Okay, what else you got?
In Oklahoma, someone's pulling a bizarre prank and dropping colorful sex toys from the sky. The Moore Police Department told KOKH.
I swear to God, I thought dildos could fly.
That it has been made aware of several adult toys being placed on buildings, businesses, and intersections. Residents say the sex toys are being placed in high areas with drones. Officers are investigating the incident and will decide whether charges or fines will be filed.
It's raining men's parts. Hallelujah, it's raining men's parts.
You know who wrote that? Do you know who wrote that song?
Paul Schaefer.
Paul Schaefer, that's right.
Nope, Paul Schaefer.
Paul's only written a couple tunes in his whole life, and that one did pretty well.
You know what? You write the right couple. You compose the right couple tunes. You only need to do a couple.
Look at Mariah Carey.
And also he wrote the Flintstones theme.
Isn't that something?
That's fun.
Yeah.
I have to say that's false because people believe
So what would be the point of dropping...
Who knows?
It's funny.
Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones.
Can you imagine? Person walks out to get the mail. All of a sudden, a big floppy dild lands in their yard. Hilarious.
I never stop laughing.
All this person's doing is spreading joy.
That's been in a couple movies where they're out somewhere and all of a sudden, like car keys, billfolds, and shoes start falling. It's been a plane crash, obviously.
Oh, God.
Grizzly, yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, Breaking Bad
This was happier. This was,
Yeah,
dildos from the
not
sky.
body parts
Well,
falling
maybe
from the sky.
maybe it was FedEx dildos. They had to get them across the country somehow.
You're right.
White dildos in the sky.
I'm so glad they wrote that song.
Time now to check in with, Chickster was just eating.
What?
Some Gardner's Wisconsin cheese and loving it.
So loving it.
I brought some in. You're welcome.
Man,
that's
so
right.
Thank you, Josh.
You're very welcome. I had some over the weekend.
I can't get it into my mouth fast enough.
Sliced up some of their summer sausage and their 8-year-old sharp cheddar. And I went, you know what? Normally, this is one of those things that's so good. I'm not sharing with anybody, but I have to take this in or else I'm going to eat all of it. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese and sausage. We're talking artisan meats, quality cheese, and the freshest curds you've ever tasted. I mean fresh, my friends. Their famous squeaky curds come in white cheddar and garlic dill flavor. They're made fresh in the morning and most often delivered to your doorstep in only about 48 hours, and that's nationwide. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, they also have that amazing oven-baked cheese that arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. That's right, ooey gooey, spicy cheese. Perfect to serve during that football season. Well, we have a lot of playoff games coming up, don't we? Why not give your guests some wonderful Gardner's, Wisconsin oven-baked cheese. And jalapeno, are you kidding me? It's now available in their oven-baked bundle package. Try them all. From super sharp aged cheddars, 4 to 17 years, to delicious summer sausages, meat sticks. They're the perfect snack for those on the go. Plus, they make great stir sticks for Bloody Marys. Check out all of the flavors at GardnersWisconsinCheese.com. Try them out. You'll see the difference. Cheese is always a great idea, especially during those football viewing parties and tailgating. Right now, receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at GardnersWisconsinCheese.com. I tried that 8-year-old sharp cheddar and I went, okay, I've been cheesing wrong my whole life. This is where it's at. That's GardnersWisconsinCheese.com.
Oh, and all of our winners for the beautiful Big Green Egg Mini Max got that special bonus pack of oven-baked, the oven-baked bundle to be precise, from Gardner's Wisconsin Cheese. Check it out, GardnersWisconsinCheese.com. Make 2024 the year of cheese. When we come back, we'll find out what else is going on this year and those other years in history. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Heard this stuff from you. I hit a guy in the jaw and as hard as I could twice in somewhere in New York, Albany, New York. I just played the Palace Theater, and we were going to go get something to eat. And it was a restaurant attached to the hotel, and my bus was across the street because I always stay on my bus. And this girl came over and started talking to us at our table, and I don't know her, she had her sister does stand-up in New York, and Vic Henley was the opening act, and he does stand-up in New York, and he knows her. So they were talking across the table. If it wouldn't have been for that, I'd have shooed her away because I was trying to eat my crappy little piece of tilapia.
You must do very well.
She gets up and leaves, and she comes back, and she has her sister on the phone, and she's headlining a club that Vic and I headlined forever in Columbus, Ohio. And so she hands the phone to Vic. She sits down next to me, and Vic can't hear, so he gets up and walks away. And then a guy comes over to her. So some guy came up to me and asked me, a young guy, for an autograph. I said, I'm trying to eat right now. And this guy comes over, pokes her in the shoulder, and says, get over here. And she gets up real nervous and walks over there. And I'm like, man, what is this? And I see the guy walking over towards me. And he goes, how come you took a picture with my girlfriend, didn't take a picture with my son? Both of them were connected to this guy. And I don't know. I don't know anything. But he was standing up and I was sitting down. So I started to stand up and he shoved me back down in my chair. Uh-oh. And I'm like, all right, okay. And so it was ugly. It was a nice place too. Wine glasses, tablecloths, and it all went flying. And I got up and shoved him, and he took a big swing at me and hit me, but not really with a punch, but hit me and left his jaw just hanging out there. And I'm like, all right, here you go, buddy. You can't leave your jaw hanging out there. And I just, boom. And he called the cops and filed assault charges on me, or tried to, and the cops showed up, and I was like, oh, come on, man.
The old Chevy Chase shoulder kick.
So
it's hard sometimes. You know.
So now, and that's why now I have to have police everywhere I go, because probably nothing will happen, but if it does, I can't hit people.
Yeah.
I'm 61. I don't need to be getting in fights or anything. And Pat, who's not very big, but my guy Pat that drives a bus and manages my road stuff, he's a little guy in stature, but he's a 7th degree black belt. And so he actually got this guy in a sleeper hold from behind after I hit him, and then the guy started tapping him on the arm, and he goes, "This ain't the MMA. You're going to the floor."
At the end of my shows, sometimes people will, shout out a request or something like that, which is very flattering, and you get to do some bit that you haven't done in a long time, and it's kind of fun sometimes to knock the dust off something that you haven't done and do it again,
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
I recently had somebody yell, hooked on phonics, which I hadn't done in a long time. And it's fun to go, oh, man, I haven't done this bit in, years, and that was the bit from the commercial. Do you remember the Hooked on Phonics girl?
Yeah.
The little girl with the braces. Hooked on Phonics, work for me.
Yeah.
And I always wondered, what if she applied what she learned and she couldn't get the commercial right, you know? Hookie on Pahonites, working for me. Hookie on Pahonites, working for me. Me. Okay, cut. We're not going to move a lot of tapes like this.
No, we're not.
I'm telling you.
Brian Regan.
Bob and Tom Radio. Attention, Fergler shoppers. You need hardware, you need Fergler. That's right, Fergler's Hardware Store. Fergler's dares you to beat their prices on anything in the store. That's right, Crazy Ernie's lost his mind and everything must go. Ladders, lumber, nails, including the kitchen sink. Fergler's Hardware Store, where you make out like a burglar when you shop at Fergler's. Free popcorn Mondays, free coffee Fridays, free parking. It's Crazy Ernie's going out of business sale. Everything must go. Fergler's Hardware Store. If Fergler's doesn't have it, you don't Fergin need it.
Hi, I'm Ernie Fergler.
He's Ernie Fergler. If you don't come buy some stuff today, he'll kick your ass. Be there.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom Radio.
Hi, Kostaki.
Hey, guys. This week, the subject is board games, which is a similar premise.
I love board games.
Me too.
Me too. Battleship. Classic, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Too easy to cheat in Battleship, though. My brother would palm ships and move them around. One time I caught him with a ship under the board. And he's like, what, dude? Submarine.
Nice.
Sneaky badger.
Uh-huh.
Monopoly. Think back to the time when you were playing Monopoly, right?
Mm-hmm.
You land on that little just visiting section of jail.
Yeah.
Did you take your piece and tease that person? Right? You go, I'm just visiting. I don't have to stay with you. You're a loser. Oh, my family hated that. Then when I was in high school, we went on a field trip to an actual prison, and let me tell you, equally unpopular there. I'm going to Pizza Hut. You're not.
You're not.
Taunting prisoners, huh?
Yeah, nice.
So I did a little research. The game of life was invented by Milton Bradley himself.
Oh, yeah?
In 1860. And that's why there's a spinner in that game, because at the time, dice were considered wicked.
Oh.
Which, I don't know if dice are wicked, but Dungeons & Dragons dice do have the power to keep girls away.
Yes, they do.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Hi, this is Ross Bennett, and you're listening.
.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Time to enjoy the educational part of our show.
Josh,
Right
you're
now.
very
Christy,
intelligent.
What's happening?
I don't know. I heard four people talking at the same time. What's going on over there?
This is going on.
There we go. Okay. What day is today? Oh,
Today's January 15th.
Let's go way
Martin
back.
Luther King Day. Yeah.
way back. 1559.
Whoa!
Hey, that's far back.
That's before there was air.
Queen Elizabeth crowned Queen of England. Now, did she go by Queen Elizabeth I?
I just went by Queen Elizabeth.
Just Elizabeth, I think.
I
Okay.
didn't know she probably didn't know she would be more than one.
Yeah, way down the road, though.
Right.
She's the one that had the real high forehead, right?
Yeah, and a few of those portraits and things, yeah.
Yikes.
Man, she was a badass. She got into office and just took out everyone. Murdered them. Or had them murdered. It was like the end of The Godfather.
Yes.
Well,
Agreed. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. 1797, a haberdasher named John Hetherington created the first top hat.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
All right.
That's kind of gone away, hasn't it?
Yeah. A few different reasons, I guess.
Every once in a while, they'll show up at some
You'll see a top hat.
Fancy event.
Oh, there's some,
Royal
We're
thing.
going to have a dinner.
Yeah.
Top hat and tails. And you have to wear- oh, it sounds delightful. We'll raise money for the dudes.
There's some horse race where they all wear them or something.
There you go.
This is important. 1861, the steam elevator was patented by
Abraham Lincoln.
Elisha Otis.
The steam elevator?
The steam elevator.
Oh. Ugh. I don't
You'd
know
get to
why.
the fourth floor, and it was like a sauna at the same time.
You feel me going,
Yes.
Your pants weren't wrinkled.
No, they weren't.
That's good. On a much later note, the great band The Who released their first single, I Can't Explain.
That was their first single.
Single.
I would tell you, but I can't explain. 1967. You'll like this one, chick. The Packers took on the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl one.
And those teams could meet again, right? The way things are going.
Theoretically, yeah.
They're both still in it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. 1974, the premiere of Happy Days on TV.
From the Love American Style, Love and the Happy Day.
Wow. Spinoff? Was it the Cunninghams there that had their Love American?
I think it was Harold Gould was...
really?
The original Mr. Cunningham. Yeah, I think so.
Here's something important. In 1977, the Coneheads made their debut on Saturday Night Live.
We come from France.
Oh, that was fun. In 1994,
Yes,
Queen Elizabeth
sir.
falls off her horse. Breaks her wrist. Well, that's...
Was that from the... What year?
This was the
94. This is the other Queen.
The other Queen Elizabeth.
Oh,
Deuce.
The most current.
Hey, Deuce, they would call her.
Wrapped up like a douche.
And this is cool. Sully Sullenberger landed a U.S. Airways flight on the Hudson River.
Oh, yeah. We all remember that.
Menace.
Yeah. Hey, next time, don't hit the birds.
Oh, that was his fault. Okay,
Exactly.
so sorry.
Most pilots don't hit the birds, do they?
How many fly through and no bird? No bird.
Yeah.
No landing
Exactly.
in the Hudson. I can tell you that.
No.
Happy birthday, Joan of Arc, 1412.
Oh, she had two animals on a big boat. Two of every...
Do you know what God said when Joan of Arc got to heaven?
What?
Well done.
Man.
And she said, I get it, because I was burned alive. Is that funny to you, God?
Thanks, God.
Is that funny? I don't think I'm in the right place.
I ain't going to be that way. The great Ronnie Van Zant of Skinner, born in this state in 1948.
God could have said the same thing to him, from what I understand.
Well, I don't think it's not necessary to, at this point. Now, we do have a special bonus treat this morning.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Did you guys know that the inventor of the throat lozenge, he recently died?
No, I didn't.
The throat lozenge, huh?
Yeah, there was no coffin at his funeral.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
That one you thought was funny.
Time now for things we learned.
See, there's the throat lozenge guy. There's no coffin, you see, because it's a throat lozenge.
Pat Godwin did one song about resolution.
Yeah, that was it.
I wrote many songs. I came
Really?
prepared.
Okay.
He always comes prepared. He does.
He is something else. Got the best seat in the house.
I love this seat.
No, he doesn't. It's freezing.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
about 34 degrees in here, but
Jerry Jones not happy with what happened last night in his Dallas Cowboys. He's very disappointed. He was
on a personal basis, I'm floored.
on personal basis. He's floored.
This is one of my most surprises since I've been involved in
Many people, whatever, over half think they can write a self-help book. Was that the number?
That's ridiculous.
Half. Greg Warren, thank goodness he called us and got to tell us about his big New Year's Eve gig with Nate Bargatze. Yes, sir. Covered that. It was in Miami, Florida Arena. It was unbelievable. Yep. Hadn't talked to him.
Got to meet Nate's dad, who's a famous magician.
Yeah. It was really
The amazing Bargatze.
Really something.
So I didn't know Bargatze was a Nepo baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Really.
His dad, the magician, paved the road.
Nate's
this
great.
way.
Of course he's great. I'm just being
He's going
silly.
to be back out on tour, so keep your eyes peeled. We'll tell you about where he's going to be coming up. Right now, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest.